right, we are live. We are playing the album premiere, Obscure Power by Questmaster.
D&D Premiere. Exclusive.
The game is Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. The group is the Silver Flame Adventurers Group Guild. Let's do a little bit of a recap, shall we? Because I'm sure we've had quite the time in between to kind of get ready and prepare, forget everything. Yeah, exactly. That's what I totally didn't do. So you guys smuggled yourselves into Waterdeep after finding out that a rich noble house was funding the return of a lich in Waterdeep somewhere. Something's going on. Brew, you found out that the killer of your father, the dark wizard who you encountered on the Tribor Trail previously, is one of the reclusive wizards that is now in Waterdeep, looking to marry one of the eldest daughters of the same noble house. I think was it House Morin? I think it was House Morin.
Totally forgot that.
House Morin, yeah.
You guys made your way, snuck in, dressed as guards and prisoners, and made your way to the Silent Shield, where you guys encountered, you encountered some Harper agents. You encountered some Zenthurium, some Zent agents that were looking to recruit you guys and Nim to their own dark purposes, but you guys kind of met with the Harpers first, and they attacked you. They got you a room at the Silent Shield after you dispatched them. You were told about Nimin's partner, Thor, where's his name here? Thalorin Moonshadow, sorry. Thalorin Moonshadow, not Moonbow. Moonbow is Malara Moonbow, sorry. Maybe a cousin, perhaps. I don't know. There could be some relation there we don't know about. But you guys found out that he was kidnapped and being held by a Xanathar, by one of the Eyes henchmen in the dockyard of Waterdeep. Let's pull up the Waterdeep map here.
I'm gonna go get pizza.
That's not what I'm looking for. Where are we looking for here? Waterdeep is huge. You guys are staying in the north ward. I believe the Silent Shield is this right here, on Horn Street. By Troll Skull Alley. It's a pretty popular spot. You guys took the high road all the way south, and without tying up your horses, you jumped off your horses in the dockyard, ran to the sewers, and managed to find your way into the sewers without drawing too much attention to yourselves. While in the sewer, you guys fought a gray ooze. I don't know if you remember that. I'm sure.
Absolutely don't.
I'm sure Lucian remembers a little bit more than others because he took a little bit of damage to his sword attacking the gray ooze.
I do remember.
Then you guys.
And he's upset.
He's a little upset. Yeah. You guys. You guys encountered two Xanathar spies, just outside of the main area where you believe Thalorin is being held. You guys killed them pretty easily. I think 2 turns, you guys had them pretty dispatched. And then you guys walked into the boss room, the encounter with the Xanathar lieutenant, and that's where we left. It was that big cliffhanger, boss battle. Let's see if I put that guy's picture, yeah. Copy this into tavern chat or into live sessions here. That picture of the bugbear.
Good at him.
Yeah, look at him.
Cutie.
So that's where we kind of left off. Once Hannah gets back with the za and everyone's seated, we'll start there. The room was dimly lit, and the party stepped inside the area here, and you heard a voice that echoed rough and menacing. You heard them say, "Well, well, well, what have you here? A gaggle of Harper spies come to test your luck. You won't make it out of here alive." And then you hear a little goblin say, "Yeah, that's right. We're going to skin you and eat ya," you know? And then a wolf kind of howls along with them, and you can see him across the, you can see him over here in the camp. You guys are on the other side here. If you look on the stream on Discord, I have Roll20 up, so we should have a couple battle maps today. We should have some pretty good fights going on, and yeah. So while we wait for that, I'm gonna get some live links posted out so that other people know we're live. Thank you kindly, BB. Appreciate you. Okay, Discord knows we're live. Blue Sky knows we're live. That's enough. That's the least you could do, right?
Works for me.
Works for you guys, works for me too. All right. Thank you for being in chat. We're going to put some smileys in chat. All right. So the lieutenant and the goblin both draw their weapons, their shadows twisting around them. And he's going to cast darkness on himself, plunging the room in front of you into pitch black chaos.
Do we have an initiative order? Or?
You will right now roll initiative. I'd like to see it.
Is this magical darkness?
It is indeed a magical darkness.
No,
Heck.
that's not 8. Not 8. I forgot.
You got a nat 20.
I have a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is what I think you
A
meant.
30, as I typed in.
All right, let me get my baddies up here. Her dex is
Gonna be one of these days.
gonna be one of them. All right. So goblins sitting at a 7. Bugbear sitting at 9. Good thing he had a legendary action to start. Jeez Louise. That's ridiculous. I rolled a 798. That's not.
What's
that's
the
not good.
goblin's dex?
The 2 plus 2.
Meatball with 2 dex.
+2.
The goblin goes first because he is nimble.
Well, well, well. What's to say I'm not nimble?
He's very nimble. He's quite nimble.
I can be nimble.
Yeah.
How far away are they?
Let's get out some rulers here. So across the water pit there, the bugbear is 35 feet away. The goblin it was 35 feet away. The wolf is 25 feet away, but they're now encased in swirling darkness. So anything inside of the circle here is dark. So
What is the map tab on in Discord?
you should go to Tavern Chat, and you should see DM VictorBot has a little red live function there. And if you click that, it should pull up on your iPad if you have that up.
Yeah, perfect.
So let me see if can I make this like gradient? I guess we'll just make it
Are the
transparent.
frogs real or are they dead from before?
The frogs are real, but it will take a perception check for your character to see that.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. So Lucian, you
Invisible?
are up front on the turn order.
Okay. Just seeing if I have the spell magic. I don't.
Do we have like any AoE spells, like area of effect?
Probably from one of the one and only magic user.
Yeah.
She's looking ready to go. So
Can
Trying
run
to
in
see
and
if I-
swing my axe around.
Just going swinging.
Mhm.
I'm picturing Malera also eating pizza while she's.
yeah,
Yeah, but I'm scrolling through my book.
yeah.
Does that also
Pizza-
imply that they
pizza
are
slice.
also like in their own darkness, or can they see through it?
No, they cannot see you. They are enshrouded in darkness, and you can hear him like hitting his mace against the shield, like trying to goat you guys. Bring it on, you puny Harper spies.
So the only thing I have is like this light spell, but continual flame, but I have to touch the area.
I see. Well, you'll have to wait till Lucian turns over.
Well, I'm going to take my bow and arrow and just start firing arrows into the darkness.
Okay, if you were to attack one of them, which one would you like? If like general area,
Um,
the wolves
Well,
up front, the
I will be
bugbear.
shooting in the area where the wolf was.
All right, so roll with disadvantage. So you'll roll
All right.
twice and give me the lower roll.
And do I add my? I don't know. I don't add anything for bow. 1 second. 16's first, 14's second.
All right, you're going to shoot wildly into the darkness, and you're going to hear a yelp.
Good.
Roll
Suck it up.
roll me a damage on that.
5.
Okay.
And then I get a second attack, and I'm going to do it again.
All right. Let's
Change
see
the
it.
dice over again. 13, 16.
All right, a 13 is going to miss.
All right. And I guess that's my 2 attacks.
But out of those 2 attacks, you did connect on one of them, so you're sure that you got a little bit in there. Let's see here.
Does it force the wolf out?
Uh,
Or is he...
well, his turn isn't yet. It is now Malara's turn. We'll see when the wolf comes up to play. We'll see. Malara, what do you got?
Trying to.
Let me get you back into view here.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a classic and cast bless on my 3 companions.
Good. Okay.
Because the rest of them are also concentration, I'll have some tricks up my sleeve for later. I also want it to be noted that I have my shield out.
Okay, so what does that look like? What does Malara do?
I have my shield and I like hold up my staff, calling to Moonbow, but you see that I'm having a little difficulty with this spell I've cast dozens of times at this point. And I say my incantation, and you all feel the blessing, but you also feel it's kind of almost tainted a little bit different of a blessing this time.
Oh yeah, you're all messed up.
That's
God
right.
damn it.
All right.
Cursed weapons. Love it.
It's a bad taste in my mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like it.
I like it.
I
I
like
spit.
it.
And that's my turn.
All right, Nimin. Receiving your blessing from Malara. What would he do?
I'm gonna follow Lucian and shoot my cross. Or what? Do I have a crossbow or is it crossbow? It's been that long since we played. I forgot my weapons.
Yeah, take a look over at your character sheets. A little refresher. So give me 2 rolls, disadvantage, lower roll,
Plus D4s.
plus D4.
I could use that D4.
Rolled 6 2 times. Plus
Oof.
D4.
This isn't gonna be a good day.
Yeah, 9.
So you shoot your crossbows into the darkness and nothing connects. You just see the bolt disappear. And
Who's
that's
next
it.
on the...
Next on the list is Bugbear, who is repeatedly slamming his mace against the shield that he holds.
Okay, I'm gonna for my bonus, I'm gonna do Master of Tactics, and I'll yell out to Brew. I hope you can do better than we can. Figure out something.
Mm.
And
Very
he has
tactful and
advantage.
masterful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brew, yeah, you hear Nimon say that, and then you start to hear what sound like really heavy footprints, like just running towards you. And out of the smoke comes running this giant bugbear, and he comes running across the little plank in front of you, and he's going to attack you with his mace at a +6. 19 to your AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I like to get hit. Makes me angrier.
Where's my D8? Okay. You're going to take 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning. So you're going to take 7 bludgeoning. And then
Do you take half damage from that?
No, only if I'm raging, which I'm not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he's got a multi-attack. So
no.
he's going to attack one more time.
You said the first one was 7?
Yeah, 7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
14 to AC.
No.
Okay, well, he's going to come down with the second mace and just smash the stone floor in front of you. And he is just like foaming at the mouth. He looks like he's ready to kill all of you guys. Who is next after the bugbear? We got the wolf, who pierced with an arrow is going to run out and run next to the bugbear and attack Lucian with his pack tactics. As a wolf, if he has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally isn't incapacitated. So he's going to attack you with a bite. Lucian at a +4. And thank God I have advantage. Not going to do much better. 90 your AC. Yes.
My AC's 19.
Yes.
19.
So the wolf bites you, but you're wearing full plate armor. so yeah, it's just like, it doesn't really do much.
It tickles.
Yeah. All right. So that is the wolf. Next up is the goblin.
Gabo.
Little goblin. If I could get him here. He's going to step out of the darkness. But keep his distance here. And let's see here. Where's my goblin at? Here he is. He's got a short bow. He's going to attack Malara at a +4. A nat 20 with that bow. This goblin's trained his whole entire life for this moment. All right.
Because they're pretty.
So you're going to take 8 piercing damage, Malara.
Okay. Boo.
All right, goblin. Brew, you are up.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna rage.
You're gonna rage.
Look out.
And
you're like, finally a worthy opponent.
Thank God.
Now the
okay. Mhm.
sorry, the goblin's a magic user, right?
The goblin is not a magic user, no. Not that you
Oh.
can tell.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack. No, I'll attack Bugbear.
You'll attack Bugbear?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
Let me,
18.
let me pull him up here.
Plus you get an extra attack.
18.
Yeah, I know.
Plus the D4.
Is that plus the D4?
Oh yeah. Nope. Nope. It's not. Give me a second.
Because you are blessed.
Oh, it was a 4. So 22.
Yeah, that's going to hit. It was going to hit,
Hooray.
but I just want to see what you would get,
And I'm gonna do Savage Attacker.
What does that do?
Once per turn on a hit, I can just roll the damage twice and use
Okay.
either one.
So you're gonna get some good damage out of this, is what you're saying. All right, let's see it.
Well, I hope so, because the first one was 9.
Oh no.
12.
12? Okay. 12 damage to the bugbear.
And then because I hit the bugbear,
Right.
what am I looking for? I'm gonna do cleave.
Okay. For the wolf too? Is that the plan or just the bugbear?
Uh,
How does that work?
a wolf.
The wolf. Okay.
Second attack on another creature.
On
within
another
5
creature.
feet.
Okay. All right. So you attacked him and you're cleaving all the way through him to attack the wolf. Got it.
10 for the wolf.
10 for the wolf's
Plus
gonna
the D4.
Oh,
Oh, plus a D4. My God, thank you.
good job, Malara. You are blessed.
Plus 1, so 11.
That's gonna miss.
Dang it.
The the wolf's gonna jump out of the way just in time. You cut some hairs
But-
off.
Then I have extra attacks, so I'm gonna hit him again.
The bugbear or the wolf?
Mm, the bugbear.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh my God,
What'd you roll?
the natural one.
Ooh,
Oof.
he's gonna laugh in your face.
Don't you?
You're-
You rolling advantage? Because I gave you master tactics.
You better roll again then.
Yeah, yeah.
You better roll again quick because he's laughing in your
Oh, that's
face.
So much better. 22.
That's gonna hit.
That's even without plus.
So what happens? Yeah, we'll just say that you fumble your first attack. He laughs at you, and with that, you just power through and sock him one. Roll me some damage.
Damage is, man, my rolls are shit today. 9.
Okay.
All right, that's everything.
Okay, who's next? Top of the order, we got Lucien.
And then next to the bugbear and the wolf,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack the bugbear.
All right. You've got the reach.
All right, rolling. I only rolled a 2.
Ooh.
So I missed.
Boo! No.
So he's gonna hold up his big shield that he'd been pounding against and block your long sword attack.
And I'm gonna do my second attack.
Okay.
14 plus a die 4. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's see the die 4 and we'll see what we get here.
Plus I got a +1 sword. So 15.
No,
plus
you
a die
don't.
4.
Yeah,
No,
no, you don't. You don't.
Well, that was only the damage.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yes, that's only the damage. You're correct. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. So how much was it altogether?
4, 5, 19.
19's gonna hit.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll my damage and I'm gonna do a smite.
Ooh, okay.
So 2 dice 6 minus 1.
Won't.
Okay, 10. So it's minus 1 is 9. Plus 4, and then my smite. Second here. My fingers are too fat for the keyboard.
Relatable.
So 14, 22.
Ooh, 22 damage. Okay, yeah. Just thunderous, booming light. The light of Tyr, the light of justice. Just emanates off of Lucian's blade as he cuts the bugbear, splitting his armor, putting a wound on his chest. All
Cursed
right.
creature.
Ah. Creature sounds. All right. Is that your... Yep, that's your double attack. Malara, you're up.
How we all doing on health here?
I believe Rue's the only one who's been hit so far. You're all doing pretty good.
I'm not bad.
Yeah, you're not bad. Okay.
I'm good. I'm a good person.
And I will.
I'm a good Goliath. Oh, yeah. See, now the album's getting good.
Yeah.
I think I want to. So I really am like. I can see the wolf and the bugbear, but the
Yep.
bugbear's kind of angled weird from me. So I want to do.
There's still the goblin too.
Oh, that's right. Well, I could
Spooky.
probably take care of him.
Don't forget about me. Ah.
I'm gonna do guiding bolt.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it as just level 1.
Okay, roll your
Send
spell
a
attack.
bolt of radiant energy at that dude using my shield as kind of like my enhancement.
You just shoot a guiding bolt out of your shield.
Yeah, like the moon's rays.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 18 versus the armor class.
Holy shit. All right.
It's gonna be 4d6 radiant damage.
Holy shit.
Nice.
This
Yeah,
poor
And the
guy.
next-
Have-
I mean, I probably didn't need it, but like it says the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Yeah, because it's lit. Let's see the damage here.
16 radiant damage.
Okay, so you hit it in the chest and it begins to just dissolve and like begin to burn and he starts to scream. But before he can be fully engulfed by this radiant light, he snaps a necklace off of his neck and blows into it, and it's a loud, like low reverberating whistle, like whoa 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 whoa. And two giant toads jump out of the water. Ribbit,
Leather
ribbit.
statues or something.
Oh no!
And he's dead now, so we're gonna make him dead. So now we gotta
And what
roll.
guy was that?
That was the goblin. The goblin's
Okay.
dead. We're gonna roll for. Yes. 10 and a 15.
So Gabbo's dead, and I gotta add 2 frogs.
Let's make him red toad. Let's make him blue toad. Toad blue. Only got a 3.
It's the Mountain Dew Toad Red.
Toad red. Mountain Dew toad red. Okay, so where were we? Malara, now it is Toad's Red's turn. Oh, ribbit, ribbit. It's gonna hop.
Are these like giant ass toads?
These are giant toads.
Back leg or a tail?
That's a leg, I think.
Okay.
Um,
It's upsetting.
Nim, you're so
Yeah.
small. And
No.
this toad is so big. His giant yellow eyes are looking down at you and his
eat him.
big mouth opens and his long, sticky tongue shoots out.
Gross.
So he's gonna bite you to try to attack you, and if he hits, he could swallow you. Just throwing that out there. He's attacking at a +4. 12 to your AC.
12?
Yeah, 12.
Miss.
All right. So you're lucky. The toad is going to shoot its tongue out, and you're gonna jump right over it, but it almost got you. Be careful. Next up is going to be you, Nimin. You just almost got eaten by a toad.
Okay, this changes my plan now.
Good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's offended by trying to get eaten. Um. All right. So Nim is going to, yeah. All right. He was planning to hit the bugbear, but now this toad's pissed him off. I'm not an appetizer.
Mm, I like it.
The whole meal.
Well, though I don't have advantage. I can't do a sneak attack on him though.
Mm-mm.
Oops.
Hmm. Okay, no, he didn't like being eaten, but he knows he needs to focus his attack on the bugbear. I am going to do a sneak attack with my daggers.
Against the bugbear.
Against the bugbear, yeah.
Okay, against the lieutenant. This is for Thalorin.
That's a 23.
Huge. All right. Let's see some damage.
Kill it.
So I'm using both daggers, but the second dagger I only rolled an 8.
Okay. All right. So
Um,
damage on the first.
So I am doing a sneak attack and oh wait, I also have the bless still, right?
Yes. What would it be? A +4 on the. You're still at an 8. You would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 on that, so never mind. So my dagger's damage. I'm doing a sneak attack, and I'm going to use my sneak attack to poison.
Ooh. I like
Yeah,
this.
I wonder. There's different options. I can do a sneak attack, trip,
Okay.
poison, or withdraw,
Okay.
and it uses one of the dice for the sneak because I do 3d6 for the damage. But if I'm using a poison attack or a trip, it removes one of those die.
Okay.
So could I poison and try to trip him at the same time, or is it? It doesn't really say, so I don't know.
I'll allow you to. I think one effect's probably
Yeah, one-
enough
that would
because you
make
still
sense,
want to
right?
damage. You still want to roll some damage.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just an extra effect. So do you want to poison or trip him?
I'm gonna poison. Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So what would I have to roll for that Constitution saving throw? I'm assuming
Constitution.
it's
And
a DC on your. Should level with you. So rolled an 8. So
I think. Yeah, if a cunning strike effect requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your dexterity.
yeah, plus your dexterity.
So that's 11 would be
11 would be your DC.
Yeah, so yeah.
I failed. He's poisoned. All right, let's give
Okay.
him a condition. He is poisoned. I don't know what. There,
So my
that's,
dagger did 7 damage.
Okay, your dagger did 7 plus the poison. What is the poison
Plus
damage?
12.
Do? Plus 12.
I rolled 2 6s on those 2
Let's-
d6s.
Okay, all
Wow.
right. So
Nice.
30
and
minus
then-
12.
And at the end of his turn, because he's poisoned, he takes
Okay, that's what.
some kind of damage.
Yeah, tell me how much he takes at the end of his turn when it comes up. So yeah, Nimmin, you just slide between between his defenses there, underneath his shield, and just come up with one poisoned tipped dagger and just jam it right in his ribs. The poison is quick acting. He feels ill. He's, the world's a little bit more dizzy around him. But it is his turn. He's going to turn a little bit his attention to you and say, "I'll feed you to the toads myself." And he's going to use multi-attack with his mace. So he's gonna mace attack you once at a +6. God damn.
Oh wait, okay, so poison. It's a poison condition.
Okay.
This doesn't make sense though. It gives a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll twice. And he rolled like an 8 to attack you. So
I'm just wait. I'm just confirming that. Yeah, it says on a failed save, the target has a poison condition for
Yep.
1 minute.
that would be 10
Okay,
turns.
so at the end of your turn, you repeat the Constitution save.
Okay.
So other than that, so you have disadvantage now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, he tried to hit you with that first attack, and he failed. He's gonna toss his shield to the side and pull out a dagger, and try to dagger you with that. And that I have to roll a disadvantage. 14 to your AC.
14 is my AC.
14 is so he meets. All right, so you're gonna take 1d4 plus 4. You take 7 piercing damage. And as a legendary, before you could do anything, he misty steps back over here, waves his hand, and like dispels the darkness. And you see him starting to concentrate on the lit fire a little bit more. You see him like looking at it and like putting his hands out and like muttering some words, but you can't really tell because you're a little ways away. But now you got the wolf and the 2 frogs next to you, and that was Nim, Bugbear, Wolf's turn. Wolf's gonna bite. Okay. So go ahead.
So the bugbear is the magic user.
We figured it out.
Tricky.
Because I get another
tricky.
attack that next time.
All right, so yeah, Wolf's gonna bite because that's his bread and butter. But he doesn't do it as an advantage because he's not nearby. So oh shit!
Oh, did you do your Constitution save for the bugbear?
Oh no, I did not. Let's do that real quick. He failed. So how much damage does he take?
He doesn't take damage. He just
continues
to
to
have
take
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, I 22 to bite Lucian. Your AC's 19, Lucian.
Yes, it is.
All right, you're gonna get bit. So this wolf finally comes up and jumps up to bite you instead of just trying to bite your armor. 2d4 plus 2. So that's 6 piercing damage, and you must succeed a DC 10 strength saving throw or be knocked prone by this wolf.
You get a +4 to that saving throw, or a D4 to that saving throw.
So what's that again?
Roll a strength. Roll a d20. Add your strength mod.
19 plus a D4?
Yep.
21.
You're so strong. You grab this wolf and wrestle it back onto your feet. It does not knock you prone.
What was the damage I took?
6 piercing.
Great, thanks.
All right, Wolf. Brew, it is your turn. What's Brew doing?
Okay, I'm gonna activate my large form. which changes my size to large
Okay,
for
hold
10
on.
minutes.
Hold on, you're huge. Okay.
I'm huge. I have advantage on strength checks, and my speed is another 10 feet, so I can go 45 feet. Or
God
55
damn.
feet, sorry.
God damn. All right.
So I'm going to run over to the bugbear,
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
and I'm going to try to hit him.
Just charge him.
Oh my god.
Giant.
Oh!
Giant.
So you have
Pretty
advantage
much.
and a plus D4 to your attack.
Oh, right.
Oh my god, this
Ooh.
poor guy.
Okay, okay. 25 to hit.
Yeah, you're gonna hit him.
Damage is 10.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do an extra attack
All
on
right.
him
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, this one's not as good. I'll add the D4. 13.
Ooh, that's gonna miss. Thank God. Oh, thank
Dang.
God. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Yeah, he is still interested in that fire, but man, you beat the snot out of him. If that's everything, we are Toad Blue.
Actually, could I stand kind of like between him and the fire? If that's possible.
Sure. All right, Toad Blue is looking at Malara. She looks pretty good.
Don't you dare.
Toad blue.
She
Toad blue.
she looks pretty good. So he's gonna attack. He's gonna bite her at a +4. Here, let's get my D20 out.
Getting bitten by a toad. It sounds horrible.
Oh
I get
my
beat?
god!
Is it another nat 20?
No, it's a
Yeah,
22 though.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay. Yeah, 1d10 +2.
Laura, put your pizza down and fight.
It's so good.
You're gonna take 6 piercing damage, and you are grappled. The target is swallowed,
What?
Oh, no.
I'm in the belly of the beast.
and the grapple ends.
You're in a frog.
The swallowed target is blinded and restrained. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside of the toad, and takes 10 acid damage at the start of each
Ew.
of the toad's turns.
Oh, at the toes. Damn.
You just hear me screaming.
The toad can only swallow one person at a time. Okay. All right. So Malara, we're just gonna put her over here.
The angry
She's
toads.
in the belly of this giant toad. You see a light inside of it. You know.
It is unfortunate.
All right. Lucian, it is your turn.
How far away am I to the toad that swallowed Malara? Can I get to it and attack?
Oh yeah, you're only 10 feet away, but you will prompt an opportunity attack from the wolf to move closer.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Whack
All right.
I'll whack at the frog's head.
All right, real
Toad's head.
quick, I'm gonna make an opportunity attack with the wolf. Yeah, 21. You're gonna take piercing damage. Let's see how much that wolf does. 2d4. 2, 3. You take 5 piercing from the wolf as you go by. He nips at you.
Okay.
And now you can attack the toad. Show.
Is Malara's die 4 gone?
Does bless need concentration, Malara?
It does.
Yeah, your bless.
I'm a bit distracted at the moment.
Your bless is gone, unfortunately.
I rolled 19 plus 1, so 20.
All right, so you're gonna hit the giant toad.
All right. So, and I'm going to do a smite also. So let me get all this going here.
Okay.
5 plus 3, 7 plus 4, 11 plus the smite. 19 total.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack a second time.
Okay. Let's see the attack.
Another 19, so 20 for the attack.
All right.
So 5 plus 6 is 11, minus 1 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus a smite. This is my third smite I've used.
Yeah, not too many of them.
I got quite a few spell slots, so I got like 6 or 8 of them. So
I got a whole revolver of smite.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. We got a
so
revolver.
that
Flip
is
full of smite.
22.
All right. So with that, you hit the belly of this mighty beast in front of you, this giant toad. It rears up and you split it in half, spilling Malara out onto the floor, covered in just slime and bug parts and body parts and everything else that the toad has eaten. And you kill the blue toad.
Does she look any worse for wear? Like, is she still operational?
How much damage did you
Nope.
take?
I
Not a
mean,
whole
I'm
lot.
still more than half.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Life.
all right. She's just
All right, so you should
She's
heal
just-
yourself this next round.
she's prone and
Oh yeah, I'll probably heal a bunch
she's
of us.
prone and she's covered in frog slime.
All right, and that's my round.
All right. If you want to edit the initiative, we're atop the. Lucian just went, so we're Malara. It is your turn.
So I'm prone, but not silenced, right?
No.
And I can get up from prone for my move
Yeah,
action,
yeah,
right?
from your
All
move
right. Well, I
action,
get
you
up from
stand.
my move action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast. Because a few of us, Brew, you're a little far away from me for this, but a few of us have.
Still good.
I'm good if I can last. I got a lot of points, so if you need to heal somebody else or yourself, concentrate on that.
Okay. Well, I guess since my concentration is up, I could. Let's see. Lesser restoration.
You're like flipping through your book. There's got to be a spell to get this
There's
shit
gotta
off
be
me.
a spell to heal myself.
Get this slime up.
Do I detect that this slime is going to like hurt me in any way? And like
No,
as time
it's
goes
just
on.
gross.
Okay.
You
I
were-
cast Bath.
All right.
Honestly,
I'm gonna
that'd
cast
be a
Healing
good
Word
spell.
on
That'd be a great spell.
myself.
Okay. What does that do?
Basically just heals me. I want to make sure what level spell this is. I think it's
Like
1.
prestidigitation. Cleaning yourself.
Yeah, Healing Word. You can call out a word of healing. I'm gonna cast it as a level 2, so I get additional D4s. Where are my D4s?
Roll up some health.
Yep.
All right.
Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, these little towers came in handy, man.
Amazing. So that was 3. I think that was it. So I have 16 health coming back to me.
Huge. All right.
I rolled really well.
Oh man. Is that your action?
Yeah, because I moved to get up, and
That was your action to cast
Yep.
Healing Word? Okay.
let me just make sure it wasn't a bonus action. It is a bonus action, so I still have my main
Would
action I
you
could
like
cast.
to do anything?
I would love to do something. So the blue frog's dead.
Blue frog's dead. Wolf is alive. Red frog is alive. Bugbear's alive.
I'm gonna go up to. Oh no, I can't move. Then
Yep.
I'll have to shoot my bow. Or
Ye-
cast another guiding bolt.
You got a wolf and a frog in range.
Yeah, I guess if I got a frog in range, I'm gonna cast guiding bolt right over Nim's head,
Yep. All right.
and I'm gonna cast it as a level 2.
You're like, step aside, boys.
Gooey.
I'm covered in spit.
Pizza's ruined.
Pizza's ruined.
Picks it up and still eats it.
I would. Like a pizza.
Shit.
You roll an attack for that?
Oh shit, no, I
Yeah,
didn't. Hold on.
you gotta
Then
roll
I
me an
guess-
attack, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, we gotta know if he hits.
That's gonna be a 19.
Oh well, that's gonna hit.
And I just completely forgot all the numbers I rolled, so I'm just gonna roll them again.
All right, yeah, give me some damage. I like the sound of the dice hitting the tower.
It's 15 radiant damage to the frog. Again, I just use my shield and go. Phew.
All right, and he has advantage on his attacks now. Right?
There's advantage on attacks against him because he is lit up with light.
All right, so if that is your turn, it is now Red Toad's turn.
All the toads are dead, right?
Nope.
Oh no, red toads. Sorry.
Red's Toad's still alive, and he's gonna try to bite Nimmin. Sorry,
Not my
little
little
buddy.
buddy.
Sorry, little buddy. Let's see. +4, 18 to your AC, Nimmin.
That is a 14 and my AC.
No.
Okay, you are going to take 1d10 plus 2. Take 4. God, that was lame. Roll a 2 on a d10. 4 piercing damage.
How that kind of hurt. You're all slimy.
And you are grappled. And
Is he swallowed?
yeah, you're swallowed.
Gross.
The toad
Which
makes
way up?
1 bite attack against a medium or smaller creature. That's you.
I get it. I'm small.
You're small.
You have to point it out every round.
All right, it is now your turn, Nimmin.
My turn.
What would Nimmin do? I just kind of want to
What
know.
do I even? Yeah.
You're restrained and blinded, but so it's not like you can do a whole lot. So I mean, but like,
But like you know that right in front of you is the stomach of the toad, so I feel like
yeah, if you weren't restrained, you could
stab
probably.
wildly.
Yeah, you're restrained.
Oh, I'm
though.
restrained, right? I'm restrained, so I can't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, you're restrained.
You
I'm
could-
like,
you could chew
just
your
like
way
a
out.
curled up ball of goo. And
Chew your way out.
All right, so
Yes.
Nimmin, since that is your turn, it is the
yeah.
bugbear. The bugbear is going to reach out and grab the air like he's grabbing something very hot. You see him wincing, and he motions like he's throwing something at these boxes over here, and you see a mote of fire leave the fire pit and hit these boxes, and they are now starting to burn and catch on fire. And then
Good. I like fire.
and then that's it. That's it. That's all I could do. Because he used his Misty Step, he used his Darkness, and if he moves, he's going to die. So, all right, the wolf is going to get between you and the frog there, Lucian. Nimin's currently AFK and a frog. And he's going to try to bite you because he's been pretty good at biting you so far.
Good. I cuss at him in Elvish.
16 to hit. That's gonna
I'm a
miss.
19
You're 19 AC. All right, so he's gonna try to bite you, and you just swat it away. After the wolf, we got Brew. Brew, what are you doing? What are you doing
Okay,
up there with him?
question.
Yeah.
When he or when it, I'm gonna call it an it.
Yeah,
When
with the
it
bugbear.
lit
Yeah.
lit these boxes on fire. Am I getting the sense that he's trying to set them on fire? or
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this
He's
something he wants to
he's
destroy?
purposefully lighting them on fire.
Do I care?
Probably not yet. Hannah,
Yeah.
you need to put them out with your little water spell.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
worried about Nim in the stomach of a frog right now because I know what that's like, and it's not a pretty sight.
I'll take
Okay.
care of the frog in a little bit, hopefully. But
Okay, I'm gonna walk around to kind of behind him if I can, and I'm gonna shove him into the fire.
Okay.
oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah,
Fine.
that's 5 feet away. I
That-
think. Yeah, that's. Yeah, we could probably
enough.
we could roll with that. Give me a strength check.
Is 14?
All right, his strength's 12. So wait, hold on. Nope, that's not him. Okay, you're going to push him into the fire. God, he does not have very much hit points left. How much is fucking burning? God dang. Burning 5e. Takes 1d10 damage at the start of its turn. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Possibly.
Throw oil on him.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to throw some oil on him.
Trying to get this music dialed in. You gonna throw an oil flask on him?
Yeah.
Oh God, yes. All right.
I don't know what's in the boxes. I don't care.
Darn right.
What do I do for that?
You just throw it and it bursts into flames, and I think he takes damage right now because of the flames.
Yeah, 5 fire damage.
5
to
fire
anything in
damage.
this area.
I just want to hear his screams.
You hear him screaming.
Exactly.
He is on fire, but not only do you hear the bugbear screams, you now hear the panic screams of someone else.
That's his buddy. That's Nim's buddy.
I'm just inside the toad. You
Yeah,
see my
luckily
buddy?
you can't hear him, so you're not too worried about that.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else, Brew? What? Hmm?
How far away? I guess I can't see this person on the other side of the fire, can I?
No, you hear screaming coming from the other side of the fire, but the boxes are pretty well engulfed, at this
How
point.
much is fire damage again?
If you start in it, you take 10 damage pretty much. It's like 10 damage tick.
Walk through it.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
give me a constitution check. Cuz you got plenty of movement.
I feel like I have something. No, maybe not. 18 constitution.
So yeah, you managed to just like kick one of the boxes over and smash it to pieces and just like walk through the coals and flames. And on the other side, you see this old man, this old elf. It's like, oh, could it be?
Can I pick him up?
Yeah, he
Has
doesn't
him walk
resist.
back?
He's shackled. He's terrified to go into the flames, but it might hurt him to go back through.
I have 55 feet of movement. I want to try to get back to this little. I'm assuming this is probably sewage, but running in the middle there.
Let's see here. That's 20. That's 30. Yeah, you could probably do it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw him into the sewage.
Okay, so you run through, and just for theatrics, as you burst through, part of his cloak catches on fire, and you carry him and you toss him into the water.
Perfect. That's it.
All right. Top of the order, Lucian.
So can I attack the toad?
You could, but you're gonna have to go through a wolf first.
So I could do one attack on the wolf and then the second on the toad?
You certainly could.
All right, first attack on the wolf. 14.
All right, that's gonna hit the wolf.
All right,
It's gonna meet his AC
So-
there.
so 3. 8 minus 1, 7. 11 hit points of damage.
Oh yeah, that'll finish him. Yeah, you kill him. You run past the wolf, and now you're face to face with a giant toad, a large
another-
beast.
Take
Filled
another
with
swing at
meat.
him.
All right, let's see it.
15 plus 1.
All
So
right,
16.
That's gonna hit. He's just
All
got
right,
toad
so-
skin for armor.
All right, I'm going to. So dice 6, 3,
Kill him.
9, so 8, 12. Then I'm going to do a smite also.
Okay.
This is my 4th smite. And I'm going to do it as a 2nd level, so it's 2 die. 8.
Might be enough to murk this guy.
So 13. So what did I say before? 14, 27.
Yep, that's just. I had 24 left. You hit 27. So, just like before, calling upon Tyr's justice, you know that it's not right for your friends to be just eaten by sewer beasts. You know, you call upon your god, and he answers with a booming light that splits the beasts in twain, spilling Nim spinning onto the floor, covered in snot.
My little buddy is alive.
I think.
Boy.
Smells like toad guts, but he's alive.
Okay, so you hear the bugbear screaming. We're just gonna say he burns up in the fire. Damn, guys. All right, we're out of initiative and into free action. You hear Thalorin coughing and spitting up sewer water. He's chained. He's got manacles on his wrists and his ankles, so like he's not doing very well standing up, and he's splashing around in the water.
I pick him up and
Help
take him out.
Me.
Hell, you look awful.
Oh, God. Gods indeed. I am awful. I've been kept captive in this camp, this wretched sewer goblin camp for a week or so now. I don't know what the day is. I haven't seen light. But you came for me.
Yeah, I don't remember this being part of the plan of me having to come save your ass, but I'm glad you're alive.
I thought they would break me.
I thought you were dead.
And I just want you to know that it wasn't your fault, Nim. I knew the risks, what we stole. I didn't realize that crown. It's not just a relic. It's a lich's phylactery, and I handed them the key to its resurrection. We have to warn the others. There has to be someone we can tell. There has to be Nimin. He's like holding on to you, shaking.
Do you guys need a minute or?
Should we go?
You're not mad about anything?
It
While they're
matters
doing this, I'm
not.
searching.
It matters not anymore. It's hard to score anything when the whole city's in ruin. There's bigger things afoot. As you look around, you find a chest. Inside, you find an etched copper jewelry box with pewter adornments. You find a silver-plated drinking horn with iron inlays. I'm going to give you all this in chat. I'm just reading it out. An engraved amber brooch with jade inlays. A polished onyx statuette of a mastiff with a shiny quartz eyes. And a sterling mug with bronze etchings. I'm going to throw that into chat here. And then
It's on the mug.
Yeah.
I'll just put all that in the bag of holding.
I cast detect magic on all this stuff first.
Okay.
You find that they are mundane items, most likely things that have been stolen from noble houses. Most likely some of the things that Nimin himself stole. You,
That's my stash, guys.
it's
I
part.
ain't sharing.
It's part of it.
Part of my stash.
Yeah, I am also gonna put the gems that you guys find, but it takes you a while to find the gems because they were in with the burnt loot. So you find them, but it's gonna take some polishing to get them looking like they're worth selling. So I'm gonna need you guys to keep track of the loot that you've got in there. That will kind of give you guys an idea of what you have to sell and how much you got. You also find. Go ahead.
I asked the old man if there was just the goblin, the bugbear, and the wolf. Was there anybody else coming around?
There were a couple of spies that left earlier, but they kept me behind the boxes most of the night. It's hard for me to tell.
Okay,
There could be more.
If we conclude our searches, we need to heal and get out of here. So whoever needs healing, let's start.
I need a
passing out.
shower.
I need to get out of these manacles.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the locks to them, or
Yeah.
maybe
I
I'll have
say
a look
we-
around and see if there's a key or something. But I'll pick the locks if I need to.
I say we all get back to our quarters or wherever we are staying for the evening and shower and rest because I expelled a lot of magic and power in fighting those frogs.
Yep, I agree.
I try to hit his chains with my axe.
You just split him in
How-
half.
How many hit
The
points are
chains
you
for him.
down?
The chains. Yeah, everybody get lined up for healing.
Who's down hit points?
I'm down a bit.
Um,
I'm
how
about
many?
11 hit points down.
All right, I'll lay hands on you for 11 hit points. And
I only
Brew,
have
how many are you down?
I only have 7 gone.
All right, I'll cure your 7. And I've still got what is it? So it was 11-7. I still got 7 left. Does anybody else need them?
No, I healed myself to max.
All right, then I'm gonna heal. Does the old man need any?
He's all right. He's just dirty and tired, and
Okay,
he's been
Then I'll heal
slightly
my-
tortured.
I'll heal myself for
Easy.
7.
He tells you all that they have the stash's location where we hid the rest of our stuff. He tells you that at first they resorted to light torture, but then they brought in a powerful mind mage, and he tells you that his name was Carl Frost, and he cast Zone of Truth and Suggestion, and eventually charmed me. I was lost in a world of make believe, and he twisted my mind until he got what he needed out of me. I'm sorry, Nimin. I thought they killed you too.
I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "It's okay, friend. I'm just glad you're alive. We can get that stuff back again."
Okay, so we're gonna have to get out of here, guys. But the thing is, as you guys are crossing the little bridges to get out of here, you look at each direction down into the waters, and you see the glowing yellow eyes of toads looking at you. We're gonna do a chase scene here. It's gonna be a skill challenge. We're gonna need to see 4 successes before 3 failures. Choose a skill that your characters would use, or if you have a spell, or if you have something else clever that you think you might need. You pull out of your hat there. Go ahead. But yeah, why don't we just do a simple marching order initiative of Brew, Lucian, Nimin, and then Malara, and then we'll put Thalorin in there too. As you guys are getting ready, yeah, you just get ambushed by a bunch of giant toads, and they fill the sewers and are hopping towards you, and it's a mad dash to get out of the sewer. So, Brew, you're up first. What's Brew do?
I'm gonna do something that might be dumb,
Fair enough. I love it. I love dumb things.
but that's Brew. So I got that hat of vermin.
Oh, right. Okay, what does the hat of vermin do again?
Well, let me look it up. I had to look it up and I forgot to write it down.
Is it something that we homebrewed, or is it actually an item? That's what I want to
No,
know.
it's actually an item.
Really?
It
Wow.
was, yeah, one of the things we found in that woman's shop.
Oh, in the shop. That's right.
When holding the hat, you can use an action to expend one of its charges and speak a command word that summons your choice of a bat, frog, or a rat.
So, are you gonna use the hat to do what?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the hat to summon.
A sexy toad. Distract him with a sexy toad.
Well, I wasn't, but now I might. Can I summon a girl frog with a little pink bow on her head
Yes.
and lipstick?
Are you gonna catfish these frogs?
Yep, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Did they do anything?
You know what? I rolled a 16 persuasion for the female toad. Its beautiful croaks definitely stop a few in their tracks, allowing you to get the upper hand. We'll count that as a success. Thinking outside the box, I love it.
Waiting to use that.
Lucian, consider this a skill challenge or the like, whatever you think your character would do.
Well, I'm going to use athletics.
You're booking
'cause I'm
it.
proficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proficient in it. And I've got a 18 strength. Can I grab the old man and start running?
Yes, you can.
Smart.
All right.
Yeah, you can.
I just rolled a 16 and I got a +4 modifier. So
Oh,
is
yeah.
that 20?
Oh, yeah. All right. So you grab him and you do what Lucian does best and just start huffing it, soldier style. You know, you're leaving no man behind, and you just are like sliding underneath low points and making your way pretty quick. We got 2 successes over no failures. Nimin.
Okay, so I think, and you can change this if you want, but I think I'll call this a sleight of hand, or a stealth. But I'm gonna take my little mouse out, and he's really well trained, and I'm gonna put him on the ground, and he's gonna lead us through, kind of finding the exit.
Can we do an animal handling with that then? There's an animal
Yeah, okay,
involved.
yeah, let's do that.
There's an
'Cause
animal involved.
I was gonna make it stealthy, but yeah, that makes sense. That is a 12.
All right. 12 for animal handling. That we're gonna count that as a failure because I had a just low 13 for my DC.
Yeah.
You put the mouse on the ground and he leads you, in the right direction at first, but then quickly gets distracted by a pile of trash that has some food in it.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
And at the last second, before a toad can eat him up, you have to scoop him up into your hands and catch up with the rest of the group. Coming really close to getting eaten yourself. Putting a little bit too much faith in your well-trained mouse. Malara, what do we got going on with you?
So we're in like a tunnel, basically.
Yeah,
like
you're
a
in the sewer.
tunnel?
Yeah, you're in the sewer.
How wide is this sewer tunnel?
Well, let's make it this wide. So it is 20 feet wide.
Sweet. So
Like a 5-foot gap.
So I want to
There's
do
just
something
toads
a little out there.
All right, let's hear it.
Do
Do it.
My plan is to stop in the very middle of this tunnel. And I want to cast spirit guardians around myself, and like I want to be in like this like altered state, this entity that is trying to possess me is taking over and is like doing some shit. And when I cast spirit guardians, spirits protect me. They fled around me at a distance of 15 feet for their duration. And then I can make those fae appear kind of like corrupted, as they're like used to be radiant, but now are getting a little corrupted. So when the creatures come through my spirit guardians, and I kind of just want to stop and see if, and just have them fly around me or fly towards me. Their speed is halved when they get in the area, and they take 3d8 radiant damage.
All right, so you guys are like running. Nimin, you scooped up your mouse to catch up. All three of you look behind you as Malara just stops and says, "Wait," and kind of like floats into the air and summons what normally would be, radiant, beautiful like entities, but are instead a little bit more malevolent. They're still radiant light beings, but they look like, the spirits of twisted elves, or like, like just very dark energy to them. And they start just chewing up these frogs as they get closer, these toads as they get closer, buying you.
You want me to roll for it? The damage?
No, we're just going to count that as a success and move on to brew.
So they're just like jumping in. It's just like almost like a
Yeah,
blender.
Yeah. Yeah, the spirits just like lash out and attack the toads as they get close, slowing them down.
Yeah.
So my large size or large form is 10 minutes. Is that still going?
No.
Damn it.
No. Yeah, you took 10 minutes in camp to do all that other stuff. Yeah, we're well past that.
Okay. Are there frogs like in my way right now?
There are frogs kind of like just everywhere. They're coming up out of the water as you guys are running, and they're just like, but yeah, they're just consider them like pretty much like a constant threat.
Okay. I'm gonna do intimidation. And I'm gonna get down on all fours
Okay.
and try to croak really loudly at them.
All right, let's
That's awesome.
let's see it. Roll your intimidation.
And I can do it as strength because I have primal knowledge, which lets me do a bunch of different things as strength instead of.
For real, that's awesome.
Okay. Please let this work. Ooh, 14.
14, that's gonna be a success. That was my minimum DC.
Yay. How many do I scare away?
A number of them dart back into the waters, and you see many eyes submerge in fear as the loud, thunderous croaking from Brew rattles the
I
sewer
am Elsa
walls.
Frogs.
She's the biggest
So-
frog.
The sequence of events was you put out a girl frog
Yep.
to entice them.
Yep.
And then we also put them into a blender.
Yeah.
And then you also intimidated them with a croak.
Yes,
Yeah.
I became the frog.
And I believe that would make 4 successes before 3 failures. We made it out. Let's see. Do we have
Frighten the frog. You must become the frog.
I really hate to do it to you guys again, but remember, you step out of the bustling dockyard or the dock ward, and you all come to the realization that you didn't tie up your horses when like Thalorin's like looking around and be like, well, where's your horse then? Let's get out of here.
Where's our horse? Where's your horse?
I've been kidnapped. I don't have a horse. Surely you,
Likely.
you adventurers have horses. Where could they be?
Where could they be? Did you take them?
No. They ought to be
You
around
hesitate.
here somewhere. Yeah, your horses are gone, guys. The dockyard is a maze of narrow streets, crowded markets, and bustling docks. Your steeds could be anywhere. Spooked by the noise, stolen by thieves, or simply wandered off in search for food. You'll need to act fast if you want to find them before something happens.
I want to investigate for horse hoof prints around the area.
All right, yeah, tell me what everybody's doing.
I just want to do my special whistle like I did the last time because I have such a strong bond with my original horse.
Persuasion.
Mine's a 19.
All right, you piece together clues about where your horse might have gone. You find a scrap of fabric caught to a fence, and it matches the saddle blanket of your horse, Malara. You know that they must have gone that way. And
I found some evidence that my horse was taken this way, or at least it went this way. Whether it was taken or not.
what does everybody else do? Do you want to do animal handling or persuasion on that whistle there? Either one. I'll let you choose, Brew.
I got 14 on persuasion. I'll see what animal handling. No, 14.
All right. So, yeah, you whistle pretty loud and you hear the familiar neigh.
Yes.
And you convince a group of locals that heard you whistle to provide some information. Some street urchins, they hear you whistle and so impressed by the how loud it was, they're gonna help you, like they know exactly where that horse went. And they hold out their hands.
Give him a high five.
He points to it and says, "Come on, just a few coin."
1 silver.
Yeah, they snatch that up and they quickly spread out, calling for sightings of your horse. And they are like pretty much like they spread out to help you guys. Anybody else want to step in with a roll?
I'm gonna do like a perception check, maybe.
Perception check.
and
Okay.
I'm gonna be watching for things, and I'll watch those people like as they're searching for our horses. I'm gonna watch them and see if I see anything that might help me.
Okay.
Classic.
That is a nat 20.
All right. You spot the hoof prints and signs of the expensive shoes that your horse has been wearing. You notice a fresh set of hoof prints leading towards a market. A few bystanders point the direction of a commotion. All right, and Lucian, lastly, what would you do?
I'm calling out my horse by its name, which is horse,
Yep.
and I've got some apples and carrots to try to entice it back.
All right.
Come to daddy, get a treat.
All right, let's see an animal handling DC here. So
I rolled a 5, so I guess it probably didn't work.
your horse is too frightened or stubborn to cooperate. The horse rears up, which normally would take your food, and knocks over a stack of crates, drawing the ire of nearby dock workers. So as you're trying to get your horse to kind of calm down, it starts to kick things up and cause a ruckus. Malara, you find your steed grazing near a flower stall in the market. The horse, attracting some admirers due to its beauty. The stall owner is currently trying to sell it. So when she gets back, we'll have her try to persuade or reclaim the horse. Lucian, you found your horse stuck in a narrow alleyway after getting scared by knocking over the crates, and he's unable to turn around. So the horse is it's starting to panic, and you might have to use some more rolls to get it out.
I'm going to use a first level spell, command,
Oh,
and
good.
I'm just going to tell it for any. It says for any creature.
Yeah.
I'd say calm.
You feel the horse's muscles stop to twitch, and it stops stomping so much, and it becomes calm, and you're able to lead it out without any problem.
Then I give it a bunch of treats.
And you give it a whole bunch of treats, and it's very happy to see you. Nimin, you find your horse. Actually, Malara, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go back up to Malara. Malara, you found your horse grazing near a flower stall in the market. The horse has attracted a crowd of admirers due to its beauty, and the owner of the flower stall is currently trying to sell it. Look,
I say, excuse me, that's my horse.
Leaving your horse run around like this, market, it's surely going to be claimed up in no time. How can I be sure that this is your horse? Either use persuasion or animal handling to reclaim your horse.
Um,
Am I by?
You all kind of had to split up to get your own.
Okay.
This is kind of like your own little personal
All right.
mini missions.
Because I was gonna partially draw my sword and use that as persuasion, but never mind.
I was also thinking of an intimidation as well, like bringing out my little demon side to be like,
If you
"Give
would-
back my horse right now."
If you would like
It's my
to,
horse.
roll an intimidation. You can use whatever skill you'd like.
Shit, nat 1.
No.
Laughs at you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
roll up.
You think you're intimidating, but like your inside voice is like really scary. But you have to remember, like you're stuck in the body of a cute little cleric elf. You know, like you're. So, yeah, they're taking bids. You know, they're currently taking bids right now to sell your horse.
I want. So what do? I want to get my horse back.
Yeah, what would she do at that point? You failed your
I-
intimidation.
I would call to my horse, who's named Thunderbolt, and use animal handling and
Alright.
call.
And just try to ride him away. Just like get up on him
Yeah,
and ride
just
away.
fuck these people.
Yeah, okay. Let's see it.
A nat 1. What the fuck?
Your horse kicks you.
Oh,
You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Your horse can
Oh,
see that
no.
you've got stuff going on.
Nimin. We'll have to come back to you, Malara. You see your horse being led away by a shady-looking figure. The horse is resisting, but the thief is persistent. What do you do?
Hmm. Can I sneak up on him? And is there like any weapons or anything he has on him?
You'd have to get close, roll stealth, and then probably a little persuasion, or not persuasion, perception. Sorry, get my P's mixed up.
Stealth is a 22.
You have no problem sneaking up on this thief. What would you do then?
I'm gonna look and see if he has like any weapons handy that I can maybe take off him.
All right, yeah, he's a thief. Roll perception to see if you can spot what he's got.
That's a dirty 20.
You see a bludgeoning stick and a dagger and a coin purse.
I'm gonna take his dagger, or try to.
Roll a sleight of hand.
That's an 18.
Sneaky. All right, you managed to stealthily walk up and steal this guy's dagger as he's busy with your horse. What do you do then?
I'm gonna walk up to the front of him with his dagger in my hand and say, "Where do you think you're going with that horse?"
He's gonna be startled and be like, finders keepers, you know the rules. Get out of here. This is a good horse.
That's my horse. That's my horse, Bloodstone, and you're gonna give me him back unless you want to cause some trouble here.
Roll me an intimidation check there, little man.
Oh,
Put that shit in my hand.
That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah. Well,
He starts
Yay.
spreading around these nat 20s to us poor folk over here.
so you start twirling his own dagger, and he reaches down to go like reach for it, and like seeing that you're twirling it around effortlessly, and he's gonna, sweat bead is gonna drip down and into his eye, and he's gonna wipe his face and say, "All right, fine. This horse wasn't worth that much anyways. Piece of shit," and drops the reins and runs off into the alley.
Language.
I guess I'll keep his dagger too.
Yeah, you might as well. Brew, you find Butterskull standing calmly near the docks watching the ships roll in.
That
That's
horse is
awesome.
dumb.
Butterskull seems to be waiting for you, Brew, and a group of sailors is trying to coax it onto a ship. You see it standing on the dock, and then you see like 5 sailors on the boat, like, "Come on, horsey! Come on, horsey! Get on the boat! Get on the boat!" And they're like waving around grass in their hands.
I'm gonna calmly get on Butterskull and then turn it around so its ass is facing them.
Okay.
And I've been working on a trick
Okay.
with Butterskull,
Okay.
which is to shit on command.
All wonderful. All right. Roll me an intimidation.
That'd be intimidating like crazy. Horse
Just
poop flying in.
shit on command.
16.
Yeah. What do you say when? What happens? What's the command?
I say each ship.
Dracaris.
I say each ship, and then Butterskull shits.
And Butterskull sprays the sailors with shit, and you guys ride off.
Yeah.
All right. So once the horses are retrieved, the party can reflect on the chaos of the dock ward and the importance.
Wait, what about me?
Oh wait, we forgot. You all ride up, and you see that Malara is crying into her hands as somebody is currently buying her precious steed, who is like
Thunderbolt.
who is looking at her with like a look of disdain a little bit. And they're about to exchange currencies, and they're like saying, "So
I'm like pulling out carrots and stuff, trying to get Thunderbolt to come to me.
What would you guys do to help Malara?
I dismount, hand my horse reins to Malara so my horse doesn't run away again. And I walk up there and I say, "This horse has a proper owner, and I'm going to take her now."
All right, roll me a persuasion. That isn't terribly intimidating. That's pretty proper. That's pretty honorable.
Would you allow me to do like a master of tactics and give him advantage on?
Yeah. What would you say to him?
Oh God, I don't.
Yeah, here I'm gonna make you RP it out.
God damn it.
Get that horse.
Yeah. What's the horse's name? Is Lightning Bolt?
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. That there's Thunderbolt. Get it back for us, Lucien.
All right.
So what do I do for the advantage then?
Roll twice and give me the higher of the die roll.
16.
All right. Is that the higher one, or is that the first one?
That's the highest one. I rolled
All
a
right.
9 and a 16.
All right. See, there we go. That's why we love advantage. All right. So yeah, they the paladin is a very honorable profession. They seem pretty convinced, and they're like, "Oh, I was hoping I could make a couple 100 gold off this poor horse. I see it's been falling on hard times for us poor flower salesmen down here at the dockyard. Sailors just ain't buying flowers like they used to."
I give him 20 gold. Thank you for recovering our horse.
He's gonna hand you a handful of bouquets.
Great. I appreciate that.
And
I'm
give you the horse. Yeah, the crowd's like, "Oh," and they disperse. They're like, "Oh, that was a good horse. I was just about to buy it too."
And I approach Thunderbolt and be like, "I'm sorry, boy or girl. I can't remember what sex you are, but."
And I give, if there's any kids around, I give them all the flowers so that they could sell them or do whatever they do with them. So
As you're leaving the dockyard, you hand them out. All right.
Can I ride up to
Yeah.
Lucien and just like
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's one for you, beautiful.
I'm gonna put it in Butterskull's hair.
Yeah, that's what I meant. She's beautiful.
Yeah. Wonderful. So Thalorin is get a ride with Nim. And you guys kind of, take a moment to reflect on the importance of tying up your steeds. And also, just, be careful next time.
Totally won't.
Let's see
Yeah, I'm
here.
gonna lose my horse.
All right, so
Are we going-
riding back to the Silent Shield. We're going north up the high road. Getting out of the dockyard into the trades ward, you start to see the shops. As the sun dips low on the horizon, casting the high road in a warm golden glow, you ride north towards the safety of the North Ward. The rhythmic clatter of hoofs on cobblestones is a steady backdrop to the quiet conversation among the group. Nimin's rescued partner, though weary and battered, manages a wry smile as he gestures to the numerous wanted posters that you guys see plastered along the road, each one bearing Nimin's likeness, his exaggerated features and sneer rendered in bold ink, with the words "Wanted, Nimin Pale Twist" written in large, accusing letters. And he says, kind of like jokingly to you, Nim, "Well there, friend. It looks like you made quite the name for yourself."
I hope you're proud of me.
His
And he
voice,
says with a smirk.
his voice is tinged with, amusement and concern, and says, "It's a good thing you're good at changing the way you look, lad. I suggest, keeping a low profile."
That's the idea. And I'm also I'm gonna say, here, you might need this. I'm gonna pull out that dagger I just stole, flip it in my hand, and hand it to him.
Perfect. Yeah, he takes it gladly.
You might need this too.
So yeah, the posters are a stark reminder of the stakes at hand. We'll play this next.
Is there a small shop on the way back to the end where we can buy him some clothing, just to let him to be refreshed?
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, just in and out real quick.
See,
Get
there's
him
a
some.
couple inns here. There's the Vanta's Boots, the Best Cobbler, Aurora's
Or would
Realm
I-
Shop, Street of Tusks. Let's see here. There's all kinds of things here. Let's see if I could find.
Is he from the area? Would he know?
Yeah, both Nim and Thalorin are from the area.
I mean, even just a general merchandise sort of place that carries, a small amount of clothing to get him some.
Yeah, let's just say you guys stopped by a small general store and managed to get him
Yeah,
a new pair of boots and a new pair of adventurer's clothes because he's like tattered and still like wearing the manacles. Like, well, I guess you picked the locks on those, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, okay. So he doesn't look like a prisoner, but he still is looks like he's been in the sewer as a prisoner for like a week and a half being and tortured.
Yeah, we probably all stink.
Yeah, you all stink.
Yeah, we-
so
Right.
we
yeah,
gotta
we're covered
clean
in
and-
slime.
Do maintenance on armor and weapons and stuff. So tonight,
So yeah, you guys aren't really well received at the stores you go to. They want you in and out as quickly as possible, but they're used to dirty adventurers, shopping in the trades ward. Just take 15 gold wherever you can, and we'll count that as new digs for Thalorin Moonshadow.
okay.
I'll pay for those.
And let's go back to the tavern.
Yeah, back
Get
to the
some
Silent
food.
Shield.
Yep, get some food and get to our rooms and clean up and rest.
All right, the Silent Shield comes into view at last. The long light of day fades, and its assuming facade is a welcoming sight. The iron shield sign creaks softly in the evening breeze, and a warm glow of the lanterns spills from the windows, promising refuge from the dangers of the city. You guys dismount and lead your horses to the stables, I'm assuming, right?
Yep. Probably.
All right. So yeah, that's where the Rye stable hand with a knowing nod takes the reins and says, "We'll take good care of him." And he says, "Edric's expecting you guys inside."
Let's go. We'd like to freshen up a bit first, but yeah, let's go.
I toss him a couple silver as a tip.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll take good care of your horses.
You drop it on the ground and smush it in some horse crap.
See if you'll still pick it up, you rube. So yeah, you guys enter the inn, and there's the familiar scent of the cedar and the old books that greet you. The common room is quiet, and the usual patrons keeping to themselves, their murmurs blending with the crackle of the hearth. Lyra Voss sits at a table in the corner. Her long auburn hair catches the firelight as she sips from a steaming cup. Do you guys go clean up first? I take it you guys go up to your rooms. You wanna do
Yeah,
that?
I want to go shower. I'm
So
covered
yeah,
in
yeah. So yeah,
frog innards.
yeah. Just tell us what everybody's gonna do. Malara, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a nice hot bubble bath in the bath that's available to me, and work on cleaning my clothes. I wonder. I don't think I have a change of clothes.
Probably
I might.
you might if you want to go buy some clothes. You know, eventually we can get multiple sets of clothes in your.
Wonder if I have something in here.
But
Hold
I
on.
would imagine you probably have your adventure gear and, you know.
Like a change of night clothes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll change into those and.
Being a hoity-toity elf, I would imagine you have like a nightie or something.
Yeah, I couldn't bring all of my suitcases on the trip, but
Right.
but after that I head down to the bar to eat a meal and talk about our continued journey.
All right. What's Lucian doing?
I clean up, whatever bath, semi pour over shower or something like that.
Yeah.
I tidy my clothes the best I can, and I, because I'm not wealthy, I don't have a lot of clothes. So
Right.
thank you. And then
So you're like sewing
clean
up
my
what's
armor.
torn and.
I clean my armor quickly so it's serviceable, and wipe down my sword and my weapons, and then I head down to the get food and drink, and I always take my sword with me.
Yep.
So.
All right, Brew, what are you doing?
Brew gives her armpit a smell, and she's like, "Yeah, it's not that great, I guess." And so she has like a powder that she just kind of sprinkles all over herself.
It's dirt.
Yeah, it's like
It's basically just dirt.
yeah, dirt and like tree resins, like dusts and.
Smells like okay.
Yeah, smells all right.
And then she's like, takes another sniff, and she's like, better. She goes down.
All right, and Nimmin, what's Nimmin up to?
Nimin's just gonna take a bath and clean up his clothes, and he's mostly reflecting on finding Thalorin and the relief that he has that Thalorin's not pissed at him, and thinking about his next move.
Yep, Thalorin goes and sits at the table with Lyra and kind of like panicked a little bit, you know. As you all join them, Nimin's partner Thalorin Moonshadow sinks into his chair with a grateful sigh, his expressions trembling slightly as he accepts the cup of water from Lyra. He looks around the table and his expression grows quite serious. "I owe you all my life," he begins. His voice is steady despite the weariness. "But there's more that you need to know." And he leans forward, his gaze locks with Lara's. He said, "Nimin and I, we stole from House Morin, but we didn't know what we were getting into. And that crown, it's not just a relic. It's a lich's phylactery." The words kind of hang heavy in the air, the weight of their meaning settling over the group. Lyra's eyes narrow, her usual composure faltering for a moment. She says, "A lich's phylactery? Are you certain?" And he nods. She stops a minute and she like folds open a book in front of you, and says that a phylactery is an object, a very powerful magical object that a lich needs in order to return from death. It's the only way they stay alive. It could be a number of objects, but this changes everything. Are you certain? Are you certain, Thalorin? And Thalorin nods, and he says, "While I was captive by the eye, I overheard them talking. House Morin is using the crown to bring something back. They're planning something big, something that could destroy Waterdeep." So yeah, the realization strikes like a thunderclap. The group now knows that Nimin, in your stolen stash, the rest of your gold and the rest of the loot that hasn't been found, it holds a Lich's phylactery. And the weight of the revelation is now pressing down on you guys. The room inside the Silent Shield feels suddenly smaller and the shadows deeper. Lyra Voss's voice cuts through the tension. "We need that stash now."
I agree.
Yeah. Do you know what she's talking about, Nim?
Yeah, Nim would know the stash.
Yeah.
Well, did Nim? No, because was I the one that stashed this? Like,
You were the one that stashed it. You know, hold on if I can get. You know that you had a stash house in the field ward.
okay, yeah.
That's where you guys lived. That's where Thalorin had a place. And you guys pretty much operated out of the field ward and stole from nobles in the North Ward, probably all over the place, probably.
We go get it.
What do you guys want to do? I would count that as a short rest. All of you take a short rest. I wouldn't count that as a long rest, but I would definitely count that as, it's nighttime. You guys have had a short rest. So,
Want to do it in the morning or go now?
Morning, I say.
Do we need the cover of night or not? I'm asking Nim.
Good question.
If we can get to the field ward, we should be okay. I think. It as long as we're careful.
I'll tell you how
we
far
got
away
we got
it is.
here. I feel like we could get back.
Tomorrow.
Well, I'm counting on Nim's
Yeah,
knowledge and leadership. So
I
Whatever
feel
he
like we can
says.
move
On
in the
foot,
morning.
on foot, it's 13 minutes away. So
Well, we could go right now because it's only 13 minutes away.
I'm with you. I just need to go up and get my
we
armor.
can we can rest once we get
weapons.
up there. I think we need to get there before anyone else can get to it.
So your
It's-
plan is to get there and camp there then?
Yeah.
Okay. You could do that.
You got beds.
I'm all ready. I'm going to go up and get prepared, get all my gear and weapons and armor.
Yeah, me too.
all right, Thalorin is gonna stay here. He's had enough adventure for one lifetime. Nim, he shows you where it is in the field ward. Basically, shows you like a dark alleyway, somewhere in the field ward here.
Yeah, I tell him to stay safe, stay here. You're protected at the Silent Shield.
Yeah, hopefully no one knows I'm here.
And we'll be back
Although
to check on you.
I feel as though I've lost my usefulness now. They know where the stash is too. You have to get there first.
I will. Rest up, friend.
All right.
Is it out of place to be carrying your weapon in the open, or should I carry a concealed dagger as we move?
You definitely would raise more suspicion from City Guard and from other people to open carry, to proudly walk around with your hand on the hilt, ready to fight. So yeah.
Then I'll keep my sword on my back, and I will have a dagger in my hand, sort of concealed behind my cloak as we go.
So Nimin, he showed you the stash house in Stench Alley in the field ward. You guys make your way there. It only takes 13 minutes there. Like I said, it's a 13-minute, pretty much a 13-minute walk. The alley's narrow, the stone walls pressing close, marked with old graffiti and newer symbols. Rats skitter and refuse as though rats skitter though refuse as the party arrives at Nimin's shanty, at the shanty warehouse that you've been stashing your stuff. You guys see that the door hangs slightly ajar. the wood swollen from moisture. Inside, the place is a ruin. Drawers pulled out, floorboards pried up, the telltale scratch marks of the eye, Xanathar's Thieves Guild, mar the doorframe. The scene is clear. They are moments too late.
This is not how I left it.
What do you guys do?
Oh, it's like under a floorboard or something, right, Nim?
I'm just gonna quickly run around, see all the spot or wherever I would have hit it, and
Yeah, roll
I'm gonna
see if I
draw my
me.
find
weapon.
anything or any hints or any.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm
an
gonna
investigation.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
draw my weapon and watch guard so no one comes up on us.
That is a 16.
All right, you look around and you find your typical store spots thrown up, picked through, opened, empty. But you also see a lot of like thieves guild markings. So you see who's done it, and you know that like there are Xanathar hideouts in the Fields Ward too, and that they haven't gone very far. That the Field Ward is a maze of secrets. I'm gonna let you guys go into a little bit of a skill challenge for tracking down these thieves. With that high investigation. So I'm gonna give you guys time to strategize and determine your approach, but we need 4 successes before 3 failures. Survival, investigation, and insight are the main core skills to use, but if you have others outside of the box, feel free.
I'm definitely gonna do some insight. Would there be like people outside?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
street vendors and urchins.
And I know the neighborhood kind of like I'd probably recognize some people sort of. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around and kind of try to talk to some people, get some insight into if they saw anything or where they might know or
All right, roll me a DC 13 on that insight.
I'm thinking someone that I would like know that I trust that
Right.
might help me with info. As a dirty 20.
All right. So yeah, you begin to gather up rumors from wary street vendors that you know, local street urchins that you've helped feed, and they have seen the thieves. They help you, lead you to another couple markings. You guys can tell you're one step closer to finding their own stash house. Wherever they went to. Who's next? Let's go next.
I will.
You will?
I want to do. So you said which ones were the main? It was insight, survival, and
Insight,
something.
investigation, and survival.
Okay. I want to do insight. I want to like look at the evidence of like the thieves have been here and lived here. I want to like imagine how they lived and how they operated from like where pieces of paper are and all that other stuff from like around the room.
Just gathering insight from things they've left behind.
Yeah, and that's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you begin to put together some pieces. You see that like one of these could have been some kind of magic user like you, whereas the other ones were wild and left strange tracks. So yeah, you find some insight in that, and along the trails you start to find signs of what you saw, and help lead the group successfully towards the hideout. So we got 2 successes, 0 failures. Brew, Lucian, Brew, you're next.
I'm gonna just stand in the middle of the road and take out 5 gold and say 5 gold to anyone who can tell me who the hell broke into this place, and another 5 gold if we actually find them.
Okay, roll me a persuasion with advantage.
First one is 14. And another 14. So 14.
14. All right. So you do get a lot of attention, some a little bit more unwanted than you originally planned. A lot of street urchins are swarming you. But one older gentleman, he points to like closes one eye and points to a single open eye, and then says, "I know who stole that, or who robbed that house." And he snatches up the 5 gold, and he points down an alleyway and says, "Down there, take a left, 3 staircases to the right, and then up through the alleyway."
Thanks.
All right.
5 more if I find them.
And where will I find you?
I'll find you.
5 gold it is. And he leaves you at that. Lucian, what Lucian do to try to track down these thieves?
Looking something up real quick.
Take a bathroom break and be right back.
All right.
You bring me crackers.
Yeah, crackers. Snack time.
Crackers.
I might need some more juice.
Oh, juice.
I can be Juice Maiden.
Juice maiden, could you please?
Juice wench.
No, she's a maiden.
Juice maiden.
Thank you.
What's wrong with being a wench?
No.
You got something against wenches?
No. Some of my best friends are wenches.
Unbelievable.
I was a wench in high school.
Tell me about it.
Dang it. Gotta kick me out here.
Do you think of a skill that Lucian would use? Or
I have Zone of Truth as a devotion spell.
So are you thinking to find some people and make sure that they can't lie to you?
Yeah, I was thinking about that for the guy that we bribed.
Right.
I can't see it in the book.
Let me see if I can find it here. Zone of Truth.
Yeah, can we collaborate on our...
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I like this. I like where this is going. Yeah. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius. So yeah, you would basically do a vocational and somatic component. So you'd like move your hands and say something, and you could set up a zone of truth for 15 foot around you.
I went to do that while Brew was doing her questioning.
Okay, so I think that's me making charisma saving throw. It's a little bit interesting to use this as a skill, so we're going to try to work this in, and we'll use the saving throw as a skill check.
My saving throw or my charisma?
No, his charisma. His charisma
Okay.
has to save. On a fail, the creature can't speak a... So he saved, so he can respond with a lie, but when he lies, you still know.
Okay.
And at first, like, he tells you that, the hideout is a lot closer than you think, actually. You don't even have to leave me to find it. I could take that other 5 gold right now. It's right around the corner, actually. And you can tell that he's lying clearly through his teeth to try to get that last little bit of gold from Brew before she leaves.
Pick him up by the collar and I say, how about I let you live and you tell the truth?
All right, both of you roll an intimidation.
Natural 20.
All right.
18.
So yeah, you bring him before the paladin who has cast this magic circle around you, and knowing that you're lying, what do you guys say to him? Knowing that he's lying, what do you say to him? You just say that Brew, you just say, how would I let you live? But what would Lucian say?
I go, friend, put my hand on his shoulder. I'm the calm one. And I know that you're lying. I can tell when you lie. So for your sake, and I look at Brew, I hope you tell the truth.
He's very intimidated.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, he's very intimidated by this, and tells you it was were rats in the master. The eye is everywhere. His hideout, not far from here. I'll take my leave and go. I'm sorry. I mean no offense to your god, Paladin. I mean no offense.
So he does not know where the hideout is?
We'll count that as the success. He points it out. You guys make your way to the Xanathar hideout, with all of the detective work and insight from friends in the field of the field ward. You manage.
feel-
Yeah. What?
Before we leave, did we give him the guy 5 gold?
You gave him 5 gold already once. Yeah, but he left without
Yeah.
taking the second 5
Oh,
gold.
because I was going to feel bad for him and give him another 5, but okay.
He took his leave.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
He took his leave with his life. He was pleased to have that. So yeah, you guys find this hideout, and it is a damp, stone-walled cellar that descends into old sewer tunnels. I have. Let me see if I think
I am clearly
have.
displeased that I just cleaned my outfit and I'm back in the sewers.
Yeah.
I'm back in the fucking building.
Here, I'm gonna post
I'll piggyback.
some. Post
You'll
some
lighten up.
pictures.
Oh, could I
here.
write on Brew's back?
Yeah, I'll pop.
Lo- Lighten up, princess.
Yeah, you're clearly you're short enough, you know. Let me get these in the browser here. So yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
do an athletics check just in case anyway, so I get on your back. And it's not very high, so I like trip.
trip
Is it
getting up.
lit?
Put you in a baby Bjorn.
Let me.
I never had a proper mother figure.
I am not a proper mother figure.
You track the thieves, Xanathar's hideout. Here we go. All right. So yeah, it is a damp stone-walled cellar that descends into old sewer tunnels. The air is a mix of rot and wet stone, and the sound of water dripping echoes. The sound of water dripping echoes in a steady rhythm. Old crates and barrels serve as makeshift furniture, and you see that the thieves have made this place a home. But signs of recent packing are evident. Boxes are labeled with insignia of Xanathar's guild sit open, contents scattered as if somebody left in a hurry. What do you guys do?
Do an
Looking?
investigation of the stuff left behind, or just the fact that it was hurriedly packed up. It's gonna be a 16.
Yeah, you could see not everything is packed up and shipped out, but you could tell things have been moved around. Lots of hands have been in and out of this place. Lots of footprints everywhere. Lots of busy work. You can see whoever these thieves are. They've been busy.
I cast detect good and evil to look
Ooh.
for the crown and or the evil thing we're looking
Yeah,
at.
the
Do I
phylactery.
sense it anywhere?
You pulse out into this hideout, and you do not sense any of the lich's presence here. But you do feel a dark magic and the scurrying of rats and even bigger rats.
We're rats, guys. So
Great.
With that,
um
roll
The music
initiative. We're gonna roll initiative. I love it.
That music was kicking in right at the right time.
Yeah, let me see. I think I have.
I really wish I could have taken a long rest.
Oh no, I do not. Where are my rats?
Trying to find
Oh,
where
did
I
I
put this
not
in.
have a
One.
were-rat encounter?
Yeah, Nim was ready for something. He knows these areas.
It's true.
Fuck it, we're just gonna have to make a new. We're gonna have to reuse the same sewer. I thought I had a second sewer, guys.
That a sewer is a sewer is a sewer.
Right. What am I looking for? I'm looking for. Oh, where rats? Let's see here. Where rats? See if I can find a.
Are were rats inherently evil?
Or undead.
They're definitely
They're not undead,
evil.
but-
They're definitely lawful evil.
So I can
They can
sense
undead.
them, which ones are were rats and which ones aren't when they come into my 30-foot
Right.
peripheral.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna save this image, and we're going to upload it, and hopefully we'll use it as.
Werewolf bit a rat.
Yeah, pretty much that's what happened. Yeah, a were-rat is basically like a werewolf, but rat.
A rat.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a disease as opposed to a
right.
undead.
Fantastic.
And it can spread.
Does the were rat have to buy new pants every time after it changes?
Probably, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
How big is a were rat? Like human
They
size?
are medium humanoid.
Okay.
Then maybe we can make your mouse into a were rat. A were mouse.
Oh.
Oh.
For science.
Um. Okay. We got I got stats for an evil mage, some were rats. Let me roll for their initiative.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Do we see the mage too?
Oh my god. Yeah, let me get the let me see if I can find a mage.
Maging.
Monk, knight, paladin, priest.
Yeah,
Priest
Diesel
is
in
good
chat
enough.
says one of the were rats' name is Gary Jingle Jam.
This is Gary. This is Gary Jingle Jam, the were rat.
Gary Jingle Jam.
This is Herbert Longtooth. That's Larry, just evil Larry.
Give him
Just
some
Larry.
colors too.
I give him some colors, right? Okay, so red were rat, blue were rat, and then green were rat. Okay, so we're gonna so 17 for red.
Damn.
Okay. Red
Oh,
is
were rat.
17. Blue is 18. And green is 11. And let's see this mage. Mage is 10.
So where's the mage at?
We're gonna put her behind all the were rats. She's dressed in dark evil green and has let me see. Let me look at my stats for my were rats real quick. All right, we should be good. And What was our marching order? What do you think our marching order would have been?
Probably Brew and myself in front.
All right, we'll keep you just like that.
Technically, Malara was riding on my back.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
That's right. Malara was riding.
That
on your
is
back.
right.
Nim would have been staying to the shadows and stuff. So
So I'm gonna put you a little ways behind, maybe a couple of feet
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
And we'll put you ahead, and
Nim's
we'll
just
put
like
this
doo-doo,
guy.
doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
Is that water there in the middle?
Yeah, we'll set that up as water.
Oh.
It's let's see here. It's definitely sewer water. Yeah. It is 5 feet across. Yeah, 10 feet across.
sure hope these rats can't eat me.
Then one day,
Not a snack.
Oops, I kind of wanted to keep that up, but
I think you're a snack.
that's all right. All right, so what is our final initiative? We got Nim up first. What would Nim do?
What's the distance from, I don't know, whatever the closest one is?
50, 45, 35. Red's the closest.
Which I have a range of 30. Okay, I'm going to go no, what do I want to do? Yeah, can I move ahead a bit just to get within range of 30, I guess? I'm going to shoot my crossbow at that red one. Yeah. And this will just be a regular attack. That's an 18.
Damn. Yeah, you hit.
Damage is 6.
Okay, so we got red, blue, green. We just get everybody's HP figured out again. Said 6. 6 damage? All right.
Yeah, 6 damage.
Malara, did you get any spells back?
A short
Thought
rest?
so.
No, not during a short rest. Only a long rest.
Dang.
I still have like 4, but I just have to
Oh.
resort to my bow and arrow.
Well, pick off the magic user if you can.
Yeah.
Potato on his head?
All right. Whose turn?
I'm going to use my bonus action to give Lucian Master Tactics.
Okay.
I'll say you might want to duck. My friend here has a thing for removing heads. Get that dirty rat.
All right, blue rat. That's 35 feet. What's their speed here? Speed is 30 feet. Damn. Damn. Blue rat's going to run up. Red rat's going to have enough distance to make it. Oh, yeah. So this were rat runs up and stops on the other side of the bridge, whereas the other one jumps from one side of the opposite side onto this little thin bridge that separates you two. And he's going to attack you with multi-attack. He's going to bite at a +4 to brew. 17 to your AC. Do I hit?
No, miss.
Miss. All right. So, yeah, he's going to try to bite you again. $22. It's probably going to hit.
Yeah, that hits. My mic is not picking up my first word that I said.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't hear that. 1d4 plus 2. take 5 piercing damage. You're a humanoid, right? Yeah, Goliath is a humanoid. Succeed a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, or be cursed with were-rat lycanthropy.
If we make it out, I can cure that.
Good to know. What is it? Constitution?
Constitution 11, DC 11.
That is 13.
All right. So yeah, you do not get cursed,
Damn it.
but you did get bit.
Yay.
All right. Who is next after the were-rats? We got Lucian.
So how far is the mage away?
The mage is 30 feet from you across the river. So I would expect an athletics check to have to either jump down and jump back up or jump across. You know, there's a lot of variables if you want to get to her.
I'll fight my way over. I'll attack the first were-rat that's closest to me.
Okay, that's red. Let's see. I think you got enough reach if you stand next to Brew. Yeah, you should be good to attack the guy in the
Or
bridge.
What's the green one over there? Is that on our level too?
Yeah,
or
green
not?
one's, yeah, he's on our level. He's on your level. He's just 30 feet away. The other one's 10 feet away. So if you want to attack the closest one, that would be red. If you want to attack green, it's up to you.
I'll do the red.
You'll do red? Okay.
I'm gonna fight across.
Yeah, there we go.
16 plus 1, so 17
17. All right.
plus 4, so 21.
Damn. All right, where we're
right.
at. Let's see some damage.
All right, so change my hit die. So 8 minus 1 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. So 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. My second attack.
Okay. Got the damage. Give me the second attack.
18, so 23.
That's going to hit.
So let me do the
Damn.
damage again.
Beefy boy out here hitting.
So 7, 11.
Another 11.
11.
All right. He's not looking good.
Foul creature.
You guys have really messed up. Red is bleeding all over. His tail's like half cut off. All right. Lucian, if that is you, Malara, you are up next.
Let me get back to what I was trying to think about here. So you just like took a chunk out of that spellcaster, huh?
No,
No,
Or was it?
No.
that was the rat.
that was the rat.
Oh,
It was
okay.
red.
Do you have silence?
I do. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I would
Let me
cast it around the
see.
spellcaster and then make her move towards us.
She's 40 feet away from you currently. If you have to move to get in range, let me know.
I don't,
Nice.
because my range for this is 120 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
That's a lot of feet. I create a 20-foot radius sphere of silence centered on a point I choose within range. So I want to make it so that the circle is like no. So the full circle is in the map, in the whole like where they're approaching us. So
Like
so stop
here?
moving the mouse real quick. I go
So
up
like-
to where you have it pointed. Go
Like
up to where
50
you
feet
have.
from her.
All right, now go down 2 squares. That's way too many squares. 2 squares. And to the left, 3 squares. Yes, that's where I want it.
Okay.
So she's in the circle, but she can't travel behind her to get
Oh
away
my
from the
God, this
circle,
is
and she has to move that
huge.
much closer.
Okay, so 20 feet from here. Oh my God. Nope. Like that, right?
Yeah, it's a big circle.
Oh my God. We're gonna make it a different color because it doesn't stand out. So we're gonna make it blue.
Yeah, that's about perfect actually. And then just move it like so it's right over top of her, so she's not in a protected corner.
Okay, we got to make it a little.
I mean, does this hallway go to the right anymore beyond her?
For continuity purposes, no, because
Okay.
we
Yeah,
don't have
so
any
I want
more
her.
maps.
I want her pinned inside the silence until
Alright.
she has to come forward to get out of
All
it.
right, cool. All right.
I'm assuming it's a girl, right? Or is
yeah,
it a dude?
Yeah, it's a girl.
I think she.
It's a lady mage and her were-rat boyfriends.
I've watched
yeah,
that show.
That's a s-
I've watched that
actually.
show.
It's like an
Yeah,
anime.
pretty good. All right, Malara.
And that's
what else
20
you
foot
got?
radius, so that circle's actually bigger.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so 20 feet from the center of the circle.
20 feet. 20 feet.
No, from the center of the circle. Not that. What you're doing is diameter. 20 feet from the center of the circle is radius.
Oh my god. Well,
So go from the center out 20 feet, and that's how big the circle has to be. Yes, about that. Yeah,
all right.
this thing is huge.
That's what
Good job,
we're
Andy.
getting. That's what we're getting.
Oz.
I was muted for that. I say time to shut up.
I kind of heard you in my
Shut
mic.
the hell up.
All right, green rat. Lucian, you're getting bit by a were rat.
Bring it on, vile creature.
He's got a disease. He's got the curse.
You might end up being
Oh,
the vile
strange
creature.
disease.
Yeah,
I
22.
kind of feel sorry for him a little bit.
Yeah, 22
I
to
like-
hit.
I have a
So,
19, so
Yeah, we're gonna do a 1d4 plus 2 piercing. Take 3 piercing and roll a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, or be cursed with were rat lycanthropy.
I've immune to disease.
Oh, never mind. You're
Just
fine.
kidding.
I don't know. It's not a disease though. It's a curse.
All right.
So, give me
will I-
a Constitution roll. So you would roll a d20, add your Constitution mod.
All right, 1 second. I got to change the dice type. So I'm gonna drop my paper. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So I rolled a 13, and my Constitution mod is +3.
Oh,
so
yeah,
16.
You're fine. You got it. You're not cursed with were rat lycanthropy.
But now I'm pissed.
Akali wants were rat lycanthropy. But now you're pissed. He did try to bite you. He's going to bite you again because he's got multi-attack, and you might have to
Yep.
do this again. So he's going to miss the second of this. So 12 to your
You'll
AC.
You'll pay for that.
That was green. So Brew, you're up. You almost got cursed with were rat lycanthropy.
Can I move so I'm standing kind of on that like rocky border at the edge of the water between the two rats? Between blue and red.
Between blue and red? Not
Not
without
between, but like to the side.
you can't pass red square without opportunity attack. You got to go through red to get to blue. Is basically what it is. He's like standing on the whole board.
Okay, let me think. Okay, I'll just attack red.
Okay.
And I'm raging.
All right.
Now I'm raging.
So Brew rages and attacks the were rat standing in front
That
of it.
is dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20 is gonna hit. They got simple were rat skin.
13 damage.
How much?
13.
13. All right. Let me not listen to a Red Bull commercial here real quick. 13 damage. I'll remember that real quick. Apparently, we gotta watch the whole fucking ad. Jeez. Because we're skipping into a new album. All right. That was Red, right? I think.
Yep.
That's
Mm-hmm.
looking like he's dead.
Awesome. So I'm gonna shove his body off the side,
Yeah, into the sploosh, into the.
and then I'm gonna go for blue with my extra attack.
All right. Thank you, Hannah, for changing the initiative.
Ooh, natural 20 for 26.
Oh my God, 26 damage, or 26
26 to
altogether.
hit.
Yeah, you hit a
Yeah.
nat 20. So what's the
I
damage?
get a nat 20.
Yeah, double that
Damage
damage.
is 21.
Holy shit! Should have thrown a few more fucking were rats in there. I thought catching you
All of a
guys.
sudden,
I thought catching you guys with a just on a short rest. You know, I'm just like,
Yeah.
all
Just
right.
thinking
He's bloody.
I mean, you still might. Malara's pretty
Uh,
exhausted.
Yeah, he's bloody. He's definitely hurting.
Is 21 doubled?
Wait, you didn't double it already? You hit him for 21 damage, and you didn't
it
double
says-
it.
It says 12 plus 4 plus 5, 21.
He's dead.
Cool.
Chopped his little rat head off.
What the fuck? I forgot. Jesus Christ.
Now I'm gonna
We
kick
go-
him out of the way
Okay,
and
yeah.
keep going towards the mage. I have
Alright.
45 feet, so whatever from where I started.
Oh my
to
God.
wherever I
Okay,
can
let
get.
me determine that real quick. So you were here.
Yeah,
That's
corner in the
10.
cone of silence.
Yeah.
That's 30. Yeah, you slowly walk up to her. Just like
Yeah. I just stare at her.
Oh
You
God.
can't even hear her whimper in the cone of silence.
It is the mage's
Nobody can hear
turn.
you scream.
And there's just nothing but a dead end here, but that's the only way. Hold on, let me. God damn, dude. God damn, you
Should have
guys.
something with no verbal components.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna have to look up here. Um.
Yeah, it's just pretty much me and Nim going like, "Go, Kylie, go!" to Lucian and Brew.
God damn.
Yeah, you
You're
guys-
doing great, sweetie.
Pummel the magic user with arrows and crossbow
Oh my
bolts.
God, you guys are screwing me here. All of her spells, she's got a 4th level spell casting. All of her spells have vocational elements.
Guys, we're like really good at this game.
Well, Hannah's using a low level spell very powerfully. So
Very,
Yeah.
very well.
Let's see.
Is that
I
concentration
will-
too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's concentration. I was like, I will get my 20 feet of silence.
Yeah, all she can do is attack you with her quarterstaff at a +1 to hit.
I literally laugh, but it's silent.
God
You're
damn
just
it.
holding your belly, just.
Even my fucking misty step. 20, dirty.
Ooh.
Damn, good roll.
What kind of damage is this?
1d8 bludgeoning.
It's halved.
And you are tripped. So let me roll my d8 here. That's not my d8.
That's the one that looks like a diamond.
Yeah, I got it.
Saving throw for being tripped, or I'm just tripped?
No, you are tripped. It's an effect of the quarterstaff.
Oh, cool.
magical.
Yep. So you are prone. And you got hit with 6 bludgeoning, so -3. So half to 3 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okie dokie.
And since God, that's so good. All right. All right. After that, it's gonna be Nimin.
Okay, I am going to take out my crossbow and shoot that were rat
Green
with a sneak attack.
with a sneak attack. Got it.
That is a 12.
That's gonna hit their AC.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty squishy. For now.
And I'm just gonna do the straight damage on that because I. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. So shot the green were rat with a crossbow bolt. Ah!
And he's still alive.
He's still alive, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna. See the. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I'll do Master Tactics to Malera.
Okay.
No, actually, yeah, let's do it to Lucian. And I'll say, yeah, let's take care of that were rat so we can all focus on the mage. He's almost down. The rat's almost down.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
That is Lucian putting you up next with advantage on your attack.
Now, I'm probably going to disappoint you a little bit, but I'm going to
Not possible.
close to the mage and attack there.
Because
I get it.
You are 15 feet away, and if you move, you will risk a opportunity attack from the were rat. Just throwing that out there. So
that's fine.
That's fine. All right. So we're gonna take the opportunity attack first with a bite. Oh, 20. Dirty 20.
I'm 19, so he hit me.
D4 plus 1. What is it? Hold on. Let me double check my damage here. I know it was a D4 piercing. D4 plus 2. All right. You take 3 piercing, and you have to roll another Constitution saving throw, lest be cursed with were rat lycanthropy.
How many damage did I take?
Just 3 piercing.
Okay. And I rolled a 17 plus my
You're
Constitution
3.
so 20.
Yeah. All right. And so you definitely close the gap after getting bit. And are now within striking range to the mage.
And I'm going to attack. And my first roll is a 20, dirty 20.
Whew.
And I'm going to use a smite, a level 2 smite. So that's my last level 2 spell for right now. So you roll the damage. So 5 plus 6 is 11, so 10. 14 plus the smites. 4, so 18.
I really
25.
Jeez.
25 for my first attack.
Here's the thing about the first attack. She's going to cast shield on herself, a one-time reaction. So An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects her until the start of her next turn. She has a +5 bonus to AC, including the triggering attack. So,
So what's her?
so now her AC. God damn.
She still take the 25 damage.
What was the first roll again? What was?
Let's go back to the history here.
Gosh, I should have.
It was a dirty 20.
It was a dirty 20. Yeah, shit. So that first one, because it's a dirty 20, so that one first one, because she's got a +5, is going to meet her AC. So let me take the damage on that. That was 25, you said, altogether?
Yep.
Shit. Damn, even with shield, bro. All right, and go again. Her AC is pretty much 20 now. So
All right. Well, with my plus bonus, I only rolled a 17 on the second attack.
so that's gonna hit the
And-
shield. All right.
And then I get a third attack because she's a magic user.
All right. Yeah.
And that was a 21.
All right.
That's 5.
Nice.
So let's do this level 1 smite, but start doing the damage. 4 plus 6 is 10, but 9 because it's cursed or it's got damaged. Plus
We're at
9, 14. 19 total.
holy shit. Yeah, you blast her.
Blasted.
That's it.
So, anyways, it started blasting.
Yeah,
She dead.
she's dead. Take her out of
Man.
the initiative. The evil mage didn't even get a chance to do anything but trip Brew.
Still laughing.
All right. After Lucian, Malara.
All right, I'm simply gonna just put away my shield, take out my bow, and attack the green were-rat with my bow.
Damn, guys.
Yeah, my whole plan with magic users is I get an extra attack, so I try to close as fast
You're
as I
like,
can.
yeah, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
That's
I got a 15 versus the armor class.
That's gonna hit. 12 AC there. Hopefully, green can hold on long enough to give one of you guys lycanthropy.
Only one piercing. Merle.
1 piercing damage. All right.
And I don't know if I can cast it as a bonus action, but let me check. No, it's an action. Never mind.
All right, green. Malara. $20.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
I rolled like 3 16s in a row right now. Just throwing that out there. All right, so D4 plus 2. You take 5 piercing and roll a Constitution saving throw, DC save 11, or be cursed with
Okay.
lycanthropy.
Trying to see if I have anything.
Excuse me.
4 curses at
Um,
once.
Yeah, God. You can be cursed as many times as you can be cursed.
And I don't even know if I'm like officially cursed yet, or if it's just starting to.
Having a character that collected.
I'm in
curses would
denial.
be-
All right, I guess I don't have. the
Yeah,
means
give me
to
a
protect myself.
Constitution roll.
Oh, that's gonna pass.
Is it higher than 11?
Yes.
Well, then you've successfully survived that round. He's got multi-attack. 13 versus your AC.
Miss.
Ah, dang. You guys are lucky. Guys are so lucky. I was gonna turn y'all into were-rats. All right, Brew.
Lucky or good?
It's your turn, Brew.
I'm gonna close the distance to the green rat. I'll jump across the thing if I have to.
Jump across this thing. Give me a acrobatics check. See if you wind up in the drink or not.
Gladly. Is a 12.
Oof. Yeah, that's you gotta splash into the water.
Okay,
But
look it up.
yeah, it's gonna take you. Let's see here. 5. That's 30. How much? How much do you got?
45.
Okay, yeah, you climb up.
Okay, I climb up and I grab the rat. I grapple it.
Grapple it. Okay, roll me a strength.
Yep.
See. You rolled an 11.
19.
You grapple him.
I turn over into the water and drown him in the water.
Oh, dang.
roll me a strength check again, just to see if you can hold him because. And
Natural 20 for 23.
let me see what drowning.
Yeah. I don't even know how that works.
Well, when you pull him up when he's seems to be dead, still run him through just to make sure.
Yeah, just keep going under.
Underwater. Okay.
Damage per turn?
Drowning. After 1 con bonus minutes of holding your breath underwater, you fall unconscious. So his constitution is
We have to watch him thrash for a full minute.
is a +1. So if you can give me one more strength check. If you guys want to sacrifice your turns for her to.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm kind of mortified a little bit.
I yell across that just finish him. Don't.
Well,
sit there
that's
and get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pleasure.
that's about the.
If she has
Give
to
me-
roll something, I can do master tactics, and yeah, same thing. I'll encourage her to be like, drown him.
Give me one more strength check to see. I'll
Okay.
roll one more strength check to see if you can hold him under for a full minute.
I never felt so alive when I killed a
I
vision.
rolled a
Drowning
14.
14, you said?
Yeah, what did you roll?
I got 12.
He comes bursting out of the water, but now you're still grappled, but he's not held underwater anymore.
I have an extra attack.
This
Oh
is
my
like the
God.
ultimate swirly.
What do
Can I
you
just-
what do you do? Yeah, what do you do?
Can I just punch him in the face?
Sure, unarmed strike, sure.
Seven.
Yeah, it's hard because it's all that water everywhere. And he's
tired.
thrashing around, and you're tired from all that jumping and stuff. All right, Nimin, you went Lucian.
So who's first?
Nim, didn't you do master tactics for just to have?
Yeah, that was going to be my turn, was master tactics.
All right, so Lucian, she's grappled this were rat and is trying to drown him, but is failing.
I'm gonna go up and just run him through with the sword.
All right, you jump
you
into
go.
the water. All right, let's see an attack.
Slit his throat.
14,
Does-
so
does he-
18.
Yeah, with
Yeah, I was
an,
gonna say, does it get
you get advantage. So let's see. Roll again and see if you get higher than a 14, basically. Because
No, that one was a 4.
All right. So yeah, you'll hit. Give me some damage. We'll see if it kills him. He's still doing pretty good.
So that was a 4 plus a 6, so 9. 14.
Yeah, he's still alive. Believe it or not.
I get to attack again.
This rat's just like
Like,
outlasting.
"Ah,
I,
Like,
I
at this
rolled
point, we should
another
almost let him go.
my mistress.
19 because I get a 14 plus my bonuses.
Jeez, Louise.
So 3 plus 2, so 4 plus 5, 9.
That's gonna be enough.
Yay!
That's enough.
Thank God.
That's enough, you
I
guys.
feel sorry for the guy.
I'm gonna wipe off my blade from his cursed blood.
Yeah, after the dust settles and the hideout is quiet, save for the dripping of blood into the water, among the scattered belongings, the party finds Nimon's gold stash, a heavy satchel filled with coins marked by 2 noble houses, including House Morin. But the phylactery is gone. Instead, you find a crumpled up piece of parchment stained with blood and ink. The orders are clear. Torture him until you find it if you must. Find the stash. The crown is a bargaining chip. The dark wizard cannot marry without it. Bring him to me, and you'll have more gold than you can carry. X.
I'm before we leave, I know the staff is magic, but I want to detect magic for anything else.
So yeah, about the only thing you're gonna find magical in the hideout is the mage's staff. And I might homebrew that. I feel like a staff that can curse people with, where rat lycanthropy once per full moon is a pretty cool item. So yeah, you find the staff of the were rat on her body.
So
I want to pry a fang out of this rat.
Okay, keep a couple front teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a necklace.
so the staff is inherently evil, then, right?
Yes.
It turns people into.
Yes, it's like a cursed object, pretty much, that she had been using to make minions.
Then I'm gonna burn it.
All right.
I don't really have any objection. Can't have a staff more powerful than my bow. I mean, what?
I mean, did she have control over the were rats or not?
That you would take a little bit more investigating, maybe.
I can do an arcana.
Yeah, I just don't. I wouldn't use it, but if I sold it, I'd probably be going against my god, and my oath. So I'm burning it.
Yeah.
I know better
Yeah.
to argue with that right now.
Right.
I mean, I have a 21 to arcana. Do I know any
Yeah.
extra information about that?
You know that it's probably safer to burn cursed items.
Yeah, let's burn it. Let's burn it.
But with Hannah being possessed, would she lie to me and say, "Oh, we could use that"?
That's a good question. Would you know that it's a powerful cursed item, but
it's not my curse, right? Not my like mysterious voice, right?
Right.
Well, then let's burn it.
All right.
Okay.
I'm torching it with the after I search the magic user for anything else that might be of value or weapons or potions, I burn her body too.
Yeah, you find a healing potion on her body, and you find 30 gold pieces in her gold pouch, and she was paid well by the eye, but they were like one of the only ones left behind. You can tell everyone else pretty much packed up and left. They found what they needed, and they got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I'm burning her body too.
Yep.
Cutting her head off first, and then burning her body because she doesn't deserve it by turning people into were rats.
Yeah, cursing innocent people and turning them into were rats. It's kind of a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
Wait, these were people?
These were people. These were people.
And you're trying to drown them.
Now I feel a little bad.
And I actually pray for the people that we had to kill. We really didn't have a choice. So.
Oh man, a colleague gave us a good plot twist that we could have rolled with. When you burn the magical staff, it could have exploded and cursed everyone within 100,000 feet radius. You have to fight an army of were rats. All right, I think that's good for having fought some were rats. You guys,
can we please go home and sleep?
Yeah. You guys make it out of the nasty sewer and make it back and wash up.
Take a second bath of the day.
Bath. Yeah, it's late now at this point. You guys sleep all the way through the night and the day. You wake up, it's late in the day the next day. You guys are back at the Silent Shield, safe and sound. Thalorin's happy. He's got in his own room, and he's slowly building back his relations and his connections in town. Slowly getting back on his feet, but keeping a low profile. He says he kind of like sets you all aside and talks to you a little bit about Xanathar. If you guys don't know who Xanathar is, he's the leader of the Thieves Guild in this city. He's more of an expert in thievery than Nim and I could ever dream of. We were just low level, thieves in comparison. Sorry, Nimin.
So Xanathar's like kind of good at it.
Yeah, Xanathar, he runs the underbelly here and has a lot of influence and sway.
Is Xanathar evil or is he just opportunistic?
He's most definitely both.
Oh, okay.
It's the
And he
Elon
starts
Musk of
with
the
X.
underworld.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He is a
Painfully accurate.
Advantage.
So, yeah, we're gonna pretty much wrap it up here. But the next time we get together, you guys notice that the Silent Shield is a lot quieter than usual. There's a dim lantern light softening the room with a hazy glow. You see Lyra Voss sitting at the typical corner table at her typical Harper spot. But as you guys all approach, there is another figure that rises. A tall woman with a cheerful demeanor, her voice a soft purr, her wild black hair peppered with gray and shimmers as it catches the warm light. Ah, adventurers, I presume, she asks with the light of amusement in her voice. The name is Mathira Dunvadeld, but most know me as Lady Monster. I run an emporium down the street of curiosity and creatures, and I need professionals, those with discretion and the skill to handle a unique problem. Come, sit.
Can I shower first or re-showered?
Yeah, y'all showered.
Just a
Yeah.
sec, I have to shower.
Hold that thought.
But
What
yeah,
is it?
I approach and sit down.
What does it pay?
It pays handsomely, and you look over at Lyra, and she's like pointing to like the fat money bag on her hip, and is like thumbing up in the background.
Sounds good to me.
So she motions for you guys to sit, and once you guys do, her expression turns serious. 2 displacer beasts escaped my care. They were meant for a wedding gift for a noble family, and their absence is already causing quite a few problems. I need them back, alive, and the reward will match the effort. Bring them back dead, however, and the pay will be, shall we say, considerably less. They're dangerous animals, and the North Ward is no place for a pair of beasts like them to run free.
I'll say displacer beasts are very, very hostile. One
Are
hell of
they-
a wedding
Back,
gift.
if we bring them back alive, I really enjoy weddings. Can you get us into this wedding if we can do this for you?
A job like this would be important, as they are gifts for an upcoming wedding. Maybe I could put in some good words with fellow lords of Waterdeep. Perhaps someone could squeeze a few adventurers like yourselves onto a guest list. Perhaps staffing?
We could be the displacer beast handlers.
She's gonna unfurl a map of the North Ward, and her finger taps along tight alleys in the sewer grates. And she says tracking them won't be easy. They've likely found a dark place to hide, maybe even in the sewers. The city
Good.
the city watch is on alert, but I'd rather not involve them. Too many questions. What do you say?
I'm
Can I
in.
be a bridesmaid?
Sure.
One day, Brew, you'll be a bridesmaid.
I kind of nod to each of the members of our team because we kind of know where they're at.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
fed some guards to him.
Yeah, that's right. I was wondering if you guys would catch on to that and
Yeah.
trace that back. That's good. Yeah, so if you guys, since you guys agreed, Lady Monster is gonna take her leave. Her voice purring as it trails off as she disappears into the bustling streets on the North Ward. But once she's gone, Lyra Voss leans in, her expression a mix of curiosity and caution. She says, "You know," her voice dropping to like a whisper at this point. Waterdeep's rumor mill never tires of spinning tales about her. Some say Lady Monster's parlor sees late-night visitors, doppelgangers, drow, even mind flayers. I've heard even wilder stories, like her bedroom being guarded by a tame grell. She pauses for a second as a smirk plays across her lips. Others claim she's in bed, figuratively, or perhaps even literally, with one of the masked lords and a few of the noble family heads. Whatever the truth is, tread carefully. Her kind of connections can open up doors, or they can lead you into the dark.
Can you speak up? I didn't hear that.
Shh,
What was
quiet,
that?
quiet, don't let her hear us. She trades
What?
in beasts. What other monsters do you think she has?
Do you think we're safe doing this for her?
I think we just kill him anyway. Say we couldn't find him. Rid the world of these creatures.
But if it's our ticket inside the wedding,
Yeah. How can we benefit from this?
yeah, we'll have to think about that.
I love that. And that's where we're going to leave it, a moral quandary. What do we do?
Yeah, I like that.
A little bit of
I say we kidnap the lady.
Throwing that out there.
Just throwing that out there. Lady Monster,
Casual
Chop off her
kidnapping.
head.
start putting them on spikes.
When do we level up next?
When do we level up next? Man,
Yeah,
every
are
time.
we're level 5, right? I was thinking, did I miss? No. I
yeah, we're at
Nope.
5.
Yeah, you're at
Five,
level
okay.
5. I would really like to level you guys up, but every time I do, I keep having to level up my characters that I throw at my NPCs that I throw at you.
I mean, there's 2 displacer beasts coming. Come on.
We're keeping you at level 5 for now. We're gonna have a lot of quests in the future, like this Displacer Beast quest that's coming up. It's gonna be good. Yeah, you guys are still making names for yourself inside Waterdeep, and Lady Monster is definitely someone attractive enough to get your name known. To get your name out there. But I'm sure there's plenty of other wards.
Nim's doing
and-
okay.
Yeah, Nim's doing
I'm
He's got money
one thing
now.
I'm gonna do is I gotta buy a mace because I'm gonna start fighting two-handed.
Yeah, we
So-
can
Nice.
definitely,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
guys want to do like a little shopping, just let me
That'd be
know
good,
ahead of time what y'all want to get, and I'll try to accommodate you. As you can see, like the trades ward is huge. There's all kinds of stuff. There's a concoction shop. Oh God, like the shield shop.
I just got a bunch of loot we could sell.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's
we gotta sell it, move that stuff. And
yeah.
Except for the drinking cup. I want that.
Oh, there you go. But yes, there's plenty of places to go to. Just let me know. I mean, hell, there's a whole market area here. Yeah, geez. The lights here. Oh man, all kinds of cool stuff. All
And
kinds of
Cat's
cool
Alley.
places. Yeah, man, all kinds of alleyways. I mean, jeez, the Street of the Sword. That sounds like a badass.
I want to
street.
start putting together an army of street urchins. So
Plus,
so we
plus Malara's very cursed. So if you guys want to like work on that, we can set
Yeah.
something like
yeah, we
that
should
up.
probably figure that out.
She's,
Yeah,
We-
she's
we're
What are you
gonna-
talking about?
I think I have some ideas I want to do next time. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
well,
have to kidnap her to get her uncursed. But
it
that's all right.
might have to end that way, but well, I like that. That's always fun, and there's always she's not the only one afflicted. Let's just put it that way. There's something else that's definitely going to come up further down the line that I'm
Yeah,
excited
glass
about.
houses over there.
Yeah, Lucian.
Yeah, at least I'm not wishing for power. So
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you all very much for joining me and playing today. And playing in the
awesome.
sewers. Sorry, I threw you in the sewers a bunch, but I mean, where else are bad
Can't wait to
guys
go
gonna
back.
hang out?
Can't wait to go back.
There's definitely gonna be some surface level quests coming up. That's for sure.
Wednesday next week?
We can
Is
do
that what it was?
Wednesday next week
Uh,
if we can.
I haven't got my schedule, but I think technically it should be.
It should
Wednesday.
be Wednesday. All right. Well,
I'll
we'll
update
shoot
you.
for that. I'll check in Monday, see what you guys are doing.
Cool.
And yeah, other than that, thanks for joining me.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
good
awesome.
time.
was
Thank you,
fun.
guys.
No problem. Much
Bye.
love.
Bye.
And with that, folks, we're going to wrap up the stream. Thank you all very much. We got the salty were rat Akali in chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Salty, I know I was really trying to get them. I should have thrown like 18 were rats at them, I guess. I don't know. Next time I'm going to beef them up. But, it's always fun. They think they're nice and tough, and then all of a sudden you throw some kind of fucking crazy monster at them, and then they get squished, and you're like, oh shit, damn. It's a very delicate balance. It's a very delicate dance, trying to find the correct CR for everybody. But yeah, this has been our adventure in Waterdeep from the dockyard today all the way back up into the field ward. Yeah, they've been all over the place, mostly underground. A lot of sewer time. It's a lot of stinky adventures, man. Crazy. What else we got going on? We got streaming. Let's see if we could do some raids. What do we got on here? Sparky in prison. Yeah, it looks like Sparky's in prison. Got wrapped up on a hut charge. Looks like Ziggy got fucking wrapped up in a hut charge. Oh man, should we go see these guys? See how they're doing? Poor guys. They got wrapped up fucking some bullshit, man. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna go raid Puff Deyoda. Playing Ziggy Smalls. Who's down bad? Ziggy's down bad, dude. Looks like prison. Looks like prison time for Ziggy. Rough. All right, thank you for the raid. Thanks for stopping in. If you're watching the VOD and you made it all the way through, 5 million human points for you. Thank you.